welcome back to another day, another episode of the Daily Grind. I'm your host, 30NSG, and on today's show, we're going to be watching Xbox Gamescom broadcast, day one schedule. I'm going to put that up on the screen right now so you guys can see what's happening. There's about 56 seconds left before it starts. This is not like a regular thing. They're going to be talking about each single game, so we probably won't be able to watch all of this stuff. But Crazy Taxi Tour, Minecraft Dungeons, Where the Wind Meets, Gears of War E-Day, Alien Deathstorm, Persona 4, we got Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, Exterminats, Warlock Dungeons & Dragons, Mega Man Dual Override, Terrible Lizards, Forza Horizon 6, Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy, Grab Hounds, and also Fable. So we might sit here and watch the whole thing. We might not sit here the whole thing because I think it's like 3 hours, 4 hours. I don't think they're going to be doing real quick. If they are, fantastic. Otherwise, I think they're sitting down with the devs, talking about it, showing the games and whatnot. So we'll see what it is in about 8 seconds, huh? Here we go. What's going on, chat? Think it's enough stuff? Jesus. Come on, Josie.
It's known as Cathedral City, the metropolis on the Rhine, or simply Cologne. But for the next 4 days, a Brit like me would say Cologne is the epicenter of gaming, as hundreds of thousands of developers, publishers, artists, and fans converge on this bustling German city for the biggest gaming event in the world. And of course, Xbox is at the center of it all, as me and my fellow Xbox On cohorts catch up with some of the minds behind the games making headlines and wish lists. Plus, we've got some Xbox news coming up that you're not going to want to miss. So, keep it here as we bring you wall-to-wall coverage of the must-play games, updates, and fan-favorite franchise coming to a PC, handheld, or Xbox console near you. Speaking of Xbox consoles,
I personally don't like the way that looks, but, you know, each their own.
back at the Xbox Showcase in June, one of the many cool things that we unveiled was the Xbox 25th Anniversary Collection, with a translucent green Xbox Series X and Xbox wireless controller. And this limited edition collection celebrates 25 years of Xbox. Time flies. But since then, I think it's fair to say that fans have been eager to learn how to get their hands on these. And today, we're excited to share more and also give you a closer look at what makes this collection so special. And joining me now are Scott Van Vliet, our Xbox Chief Technology Officer, and Carl Ledbetter, Head of Design for Xbox Devices. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Gamescom.
Henry, thank you for having us here, man.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. It's my pleasure. And Scott, in particular, welcome to Xbox, because you only just joined us a few months ago as our first ever CTO. Why don't you break down for us, what does a CTO actually do?
Yeah, well, first, I've been a fan of Xbox since day one. Owned the original console, was an early beta tester of Xbox Live in 2002, and spent many hours getting kudos inside of Project Gotham Racing, getting my butt kicked and getting pwned in campaign or Combat Evolved, and playing games like Hunter, The Reckoning, and all other types of games like Morrowind and others that spent countless hours playing on this device. So to be here as a CTO of Xbox is just an incredible honor and an incredible opportunity. Now, in that role, I'm really a maker, if you think about it. I started my career as a software engineer and a builder of devices. But really, I'm focused on making and building great experiences for our players. And so that includes building the hardware that Xbox produces, as well as the software that runs on our devices.
Skip a live stream. I want to skip
and the platforms that developers use to publish their games and their technology on our platform. So really kind of the end-to-end system that helps bring value to players.
Amazing. Yeah, so very much a connective kind of tissue that helps all the teams communicate with each other and just deliver great games on great devices for everyone. Awesome. Carl, you've been here a little bit longer, right?
I've been here a little while, yes.
Yeah. You come with the furniture now, I think.
Yeah, I think I need my own anniversary edition. But I will say one of the things that, having been at Xbox since the beginning, like one of the first products I worked on was the design of the Controller S. And this was in response to
what
the
game
Duke.
is that?
The Duke is
Message
awesome.
me.
I know
Don't
many
message
of you
me.
out there love the Duke. It's very endearing.
I got big hands. It's perfect for me.
Bingo. So the first challenge we had was how do we get the controller to fit in more hands? So the response to that was designing the controller S. That's where I started.
I really love the fact that, because I remember when there was more deep dives on the Series X and S wireless controllers, that a lot was made of how much data was captured just to make sure that it fit even more hands. So the fact that that's like a through thread since the beginning of Xbox is really cool to see, and something that's
is that what it is, Kylo?
continually iterated on.
Gunnar Sim
That's awesome.
2027?
Well, before we dive in and learn a bit more about this incredible collection, Scott, you've got something you wanted to share?
I do, Henry. I'm really excited to share that starting tomorrow, our fans will be able to pre-order the 25th anniversary collection of our device.
Amazing. Let's go. Okay. Very nice.
For a low price up.
Right. But there's one more.
Well, there's a little bit additional details there. In addition to the pre-order tomorrow, some of our most loyal fans would have already received an email this morning with early access to pre-order starting today.
No way. Where was my email?
You should check.
Oh, okay. Later. We'll do that later. That's amazing news. So check your emails as well at home. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones, but if not, check back with us tomorrow, and you can get your own one of these. Which, I'm gonna have to do that. Is there anything else?
At least it still comes with a disc drive.
Exciting about this collection for people that are pre-ordering.
There's one more fact to share, Henry. In addition to the console and the controller being included in the collection, pre-orders will include a copy of Halo Campaign Evolved in the box.
Yes, back where it all began.
It's smart
I love
that they
Halo.
do that.
I love the controller too.
But let's be honest, they should have implemented like the entire Halo Master Chief collection instead.
Again, starting today, customers and our players can choose to pre-order that device, the 25th anniversary special edition controller, starting today.
Nice. I think I will have to, because I want a second one to go along with the console itself. Unbelievable. Okay, everybody clear your calendars for tomorrow to get your pre-orders locked in. You don't want to miss it. But why don't we talk a bit more about this just stunning hardware? Like, well done, guys, by the way. First, Scott, why don't you tell me a little bit about what the inspirations behind the anniversary
you can see through.
Well, there's a lot that went into the device
so much that you can
box,
actually see the stick drift happening.
The team who actually worked on it and built it.
All right, thanks, Scott. So we put our heart and soul into this design. I mean, going back 25 years, it's a pretty special moment.
To play your old games.
We wanted to create a product that was reflective of the journey we've been on with players over the past 2.5 decades. And so we started with the material. So the Xbox, the original Xbox limited edition console was in this exact same translucent green resin. And so we worked with the engineering team, we matched the resin, and we found a way to actually mold it on the console, the Series X25. And we've never done that before. So we're kind of, building new product muscle with this one.
That's cool the way they broke it down.
It's an exact match. Wow. And so we're really proud of being able to do that. There's also a number of Easter eggs on this product. I'm not going to give any of them away.
Come on. Fine.
That's up for you at home to, once you get this, just explore. You'll find some really special things. But I will say, for the people who are at Gamescom,
is that what happened, Crowded? All your stuff
just exploded view
they just vanished, huh? They just deteriorated. They're like, oh no, physical media, and it's all crumbled.
On that one, you can see around the fan shroud, Master Chief's helmet. He's molded in. It's special.
Sick.
Do not do this at home.
That's right. Do not
take our word for it.
Yeah,
do not open the device.
Do not open the device. But for those of you at the show here, you can check it out. We also did a few other things, and so you'll see on the front of the console, it has the branding, the Xbox 25.
Yep.
On the controller, we also have that. We also did something that we've never done before.
Come on, JB.
So I'm going to turn this on. And you'll see that
unlike the first Xbox,
button,
it turned on.
We lit up the X shape in green.
Nice.
So this is a true homage to the original branding for the Xbox. And that's just something that every time you turn on the console, it's going to remind you of where we've come from and the journey we've been on together. Can I talk a little bit about the controller?
Please do.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, the team just went all out. So, we talked earlier about the controller.
It'll still include
design,
stick drift.
how to
just
make
a couple of months after you buy it.
Well, that was a lot of inspiration there. So on the controller, you'll see the ABXY colors are the same: red, blue, green, and yellow. It has the branding, the Xbox 25. On the back, I don't know if you can see that, we have the original Xbox logo.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's printed on the back. And then for those of you who know, the controller S actually had the ABXY, but it had the C and Z buttons. They were white and black, and those later in life on the Xbox 360 became the bumpers. So what did we do? We made the bumpers in that same black and white.
It's like pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Literally bringing me back 25 years.
It's awesome.
Oh, it's
so good.
So,
so
that's just some of the design details that we did. We actually did one more thing.
Oh, there's a lot of one more things here.
So this console,
they're abusing the one more thing.
Each one will be laser etched and numbered. Unique.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sick. Oh my goodness. I can
Because
imagine already.
they'll never
people are
make
gonna be
another
looking,
console
we've got
again.
The 25.
That's right.
We've got the 117.
The 117.
Yes. That's going to be a real chase for collectors. I love it. Love serialized. And you've absolutely nailed the design. As someone who's been playing from the OG Xbox, I didn't have a translucent green one. I had the black one. So this is a nice chance for me to own something that's a piece of gaming history and also just looks so sick. So congrats, guys. You've really, really done a great job. And if you are at Gamescom, definitely check out the exploded view.
Super cool.
I'm kind of intrigued if I could get one like that and then maybe just put it together myself, because I'm a bit of a tinkerer sometimes, but you know.
Yeah, sure. Void the warranty.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, guys. Thank you so much for sharing all those details about the Xbox Series X 25 and, of course, the Xbox 25th anniversary
and it comes with a
controller
Kinect
as well. I'm not kidding. Get that reminder in your calendar.
And we put the Kinect backing with it.
Maybe check if you're one of our most loyal gamers and you got that early access email as well. But coming up, the Crazy Taxi World Tour continues with a jaunt through Germany unlike any other. But then we swap the pickaxe for a sword with an
what you're going to have to do, Eclipse, is you're going to have to buy one. See if you get 117. If you don't, then sell it.
The only big game coming to Xbox, with Gears of War E-Day, NBA 2K27, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6 all on the way. Xbox is truly the best place to play. But first, you're a raccoon leading a gang of trash pandas in all-out mischief and mayhem. Yeah, it's our first world premiere of the day. Enjoy.
When time's the showcase? The showcase, this is it, isn't it? They're just doing day 1, day 2, day 3. Is there an actual like stage presence showcase, Jesse? Yeah, that's what I thought. This is it. They do day 1, day 2, day 3. Bite him into the nuts. I'm pretty sure they are. Here, I'll look it up real fast.
Germany, the land of enchantment. From
they have day 1 and day 2. Yeah, day 1 and day 2. There is no day 3.
Fairy tale vistas, modern amenities, and cities full of historical charm. And there's no better way to explore this vibrant land than by car. Experience historic villages, modern art, delicious sausages, fantasy castles, magical holiday markets, and pointier castles. The charm and atmosphere of the natural beauty is only beat by the colorful locals you'll run into along the way. These interactions can be quite magical. Naturally, no trip to Germany would be complete without a visit to the famous Autobahn. So, what are you waiting for? Explore Germany today.
I used to love Crazy Taxi back in the day when it was an arcade.
Welcome
Oh,
to
so
the
they
home
are kind of doing this,
Minecraft
like,
Dungeons 2 at
fast-paced
Gamescom,
stuff. Okay.
Right here at the Xbox.
I don't know how long this
is.
is.
A beautiful scene with the seasons changing as fans wait their turn to get hands-on with the demo. You can see the booth is celebrating the brand new dimension for Minecraft Dungeons 2 that was announced last week, known only as the
technical
gameplay.
difficulties.
And there's no waiting in
There we go.
line for you. Charlie's got the controllers warmed up and ready for a live playthrough.
I
with
love
3
Minecraft
of the
Dungeons
minds
1.
behind the game. Charlie,
This is
take
great.
it
This
away.
is playing with my son.
When it-
We're excited about this one.
When it premiered back in 2020, Minecraft Dungeons was called the perfect introduction to dungeon crawlers for beginners and a breezy adventure for veterans, and a great couch co-op too. So here to bring us the next chapter in Minecraft Dungeons, please welcome Minecraft Dungeons 2 Creative Director Mons Olsen, Executive Producer Andreas Skoglund, and Production Director Nathan Rose. It's lovely to have you here, guys. Collectively, how are we doing?
So did they get
Thumbs up?
rid of showing
Really
other
good.
consoles? It's
Very
crazy.
good.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to
Amazing.
show like the
Right,
PlayStation
so,
logos
Mons,
and
I'm
stuff
gonna
like
come
that
to you
anymore.
first, and I'm going to ask you potentially the most important question of the whole day, okay? What kind of game is Minecraft Dungeons 2, and how does it build upon the world of Minecraft?
Okay, so Minecraft Dungeons 2 is an action RPG set in the world of Minecraft. You fight familiar enemies and new enemies. You collect lots of treasure, and you can do all of that together. So you play up to 4 players,
Here's the
either in
bar.
couch co-op or online play,
What
or just
little
mix
piece
it.
did they make
And
it better
co-op's
than the
a huge
first one?
element of the
It really
title,
is,
right?
yeah.
Besides
Amazing.
putting
And we're
the two
seeing such
behind it.
amazing footage here that we've seen already, but one of the things I really want to dive into, because we have a live demo today, how very exciting, is the character customization, because this has evolved quite a bit since the previous title, right?
Yeah. So we're seeing the new inventory here. There's a few things that we have done to it. The armor slot has been split up into 1 from the first game, into
Yep.
4 slots.
Love
Helmet, chestplate, leggings,
Okay,
and boots.
some more to
to
Just
grind.
like
match
Minecraft.
regular Minecraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just more loot gubbins to
Exactly.
pick
Yeah,
up.
that's
More
cool.
loot,
Yeah.
more ways to customize.
Exactly.
We've added a new item slot called talismans. And
Okay.
Talismans give you passive
See?
bonuses
Bar.
that specialize
Little
you
bit-
in a
little bit more.
particular playstyle. So if you want to customize your playstyle, you equip these. You see that some of these have experience. So if you go up to one of the equipped ones,
The more you use it, the more
they
you get
level
more
up with
XP.
you. So as you play the game,
okay.
as you invest more time into it, these talismans upgrade and become stronger. And for example, there is the Tasty Bone, which gives you a wolf companion that fights alongside.
Good, he's back. I'm very happy. And you can switch these in and out to match
For
the
sure.
playstyle, yeah?
Yeah.
I know that's a huge emphasis for you guys. Is, again, when you go in to choose a character, you choose the design of the character rather than a class type that you would
Exactly. We have
yeah.
this idea that you are what you wear.
Oh, I love that, Mons. That's
Okay.
beautiful.
Wasn't that how the first
so
one
Nathan
worked?
is
If
going
I put
to go upgrade some of his loot at the blacksmith. Some of these have slightly lower item power, so if you just want to bring them up.
Beef them up a bit.
And at the blacksmith, you can also
so the armor,
the gear spawns with
the
random
armor
effects,
doesn't
and
level
you can
up.
swap those out
You
as
have to still
like.
do what you did last
so
time and
you spend
upgrade
a
it.
special
Okay.
currency called the Echo Shards to re-roll your effects that you have on your gear to specialize your character.
So you can still grind for like the legendary style, like the look of the loot that you want,
Sure.
but then you can come back here and refine it with this additional
Right,
currency.
right, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So what are we going for here? What are the options?
I think we have a build
Yeah, but
that
this is a
has a
completely
little
different
bit
game,
of
Master.
everything set
This
up.
is
Okay.
this is a
your,
RPG. Minecraft's not an RPG.
Okay. So the melee weapon here is unique. It's a very powerful item that has additional like melee boosts of different kinds. You have a set of feet that buff like companions, so things
Okay.
like the wolf.
Yeah.
Do you want to go look at some enchantments, Nathan?
Ooh,
Yes.
yes, definitely. So talk us through the enchantments. If there's anyone who hasn't played the first one, how does that work in the world of Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons?
Right. So to further specialize your gear, you can put enchantments on it. So you collect enchantment books out in the world. This is a change from the first game,
Of course, yeah.
where you had enchantments built into your gear, and now instead you collect these books and you can apply them as many times as you like to whatever gear that
Like
you
you
want.
don't, you don't craft in this game.
Nathan, take your pick.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Ender Mines on my main hand weapon.
And what does that do? Weapon attacks deploy 2 mines that explode in proximity. Ooh, that does sound very good. Great ag control on that.
And so now, whenever he does jump attacks, also new to the game,
Ooh, okay.
or combo attacks, swing multiple times,
Can you jump
That is
attacks?
awesome.
then you'll see these endermans pop up.
And as a personal favorite, I could also see on the bar at the bottom that the firework arrows are back, right?
They are indeed.
They are my favorite thing. So I played this game obsessively with my family. It was the first game really that my daughter got into with a couch co-op. Really,
we played this with my
we even
mother.
gave it a nickname.
So my son, myself, and my mother.
Okay,
his grandmother plays this game with him. It's a very fun
Let me
game,
know if
and
it's
she can understand what's going
I
on.
imagine it doesn't, but yeah, I loved it. And
should we head out
yeah,
into the world and
if we
get a
can
few
make my
more players
dreams
in?
come true,
All right,
play
let's
it,
join.
that'd be great.
So we're gonna travel to an outpost in the forest area here, and then
I'll start. I'm gonna choose this guy.
Beautiful. Okay, and me.
Charlie.
Here we go. I'm going to go for you. Lovely.
and I'm going to pick a character as well.
Beautiful. Here we go. Very quickly, that map was an interesting thing. Instead of going onto a specific place, the table, choosing a mission and moving over, this interconnected world is brand new, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, Andreas, actually, do you want to talk us through any of the other new elements that are coming along?
They make it very easy.
Sure. So what we did is that we took the original.
They make it very
Dungeons
easy
1 and we listened a lot
to understand
the
what's going
community,
on,
what they loved about
especially
it,
if you're not a gamer.
And we smacked the big old.
Sarge said this years ago when we played Minecraft Dungeons. Like
so
it's like
we want for Dungeons 2 that
like Fisher Price, my first, my first
they want to. So
RPG,
about,
my first dungeon crawler type of thing.
You are what you wear. So depending on how you equip, you can play the game you want to.
Oh, my loot's in the sea. I'll get that later.
And also you have the freedom to explore. Because our world is a big interconnected world. So outside of the core quest line, you can do a lot of things in procedural generated dungeons and whatnot.
They highlight it so you don't get lost now when you get into the mix of people.
You have the freedom to play
They highlight
with your friends the way you want to.
weapons so you know which one's yours to pick up.
On building out our co-op feature set.
Absolutely. I mean, you had such a huge community that came along. I'm going to nick that TNT, by the way. From the first game, millions and multi-millions of people played. So what was it like to build upon that foundation when it came to the sequel?
Well, the beautiful thing about working on a sequel is that you can listen into what the players loved about the original and use that as a guiding star when you build a game. So really,
how do you do it? Tim Kaine doesn't understand how that works.
To all of those things.
You got to explain it.
Is there one feature in particular that fans were really wanted the most?
Mentioned it. We jumping is a big one.
I've got you.
But all in all, we really want
tell us
the game to be approachable for new players to the sub Minecraft genre here, but also have a lot of depth to returning players.
We have actually the mini inventory that we could show off.
The mini inventory.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, look at that.
So
good quality of life
what
there.
do I press to get that?
The D-pad up button.
The D-pad up.
Yeah, so in the first game, you had to inventory management.
You had to
like
take it
one
in
at a time.
turns, yeah.
And that was some feedback
Right,
from
you
the
had to wait
community
for
that
someone
really
to
took
do it
heart.
when you played
Now we
multiplayer.
have this mini inventory so everyone can manage the gear at the same time.
Oh, yeah, we
That's
would
nice.
rock, paper, scissors in our house as to who got to go first to look through the loot after a fight. That's incredible. I love that.
That's really good.
We also have this guiding line. If you're ever lost in the world, you can just press the button here.
Really
That's good quality of life, too.
So we're going to go over to... Oh, you're hitting me with TNT.
that was me.
No. Okay. Well, that's another fan
Can
favorite.
you separate, or is it stuck on one screen if you're on the same console?
Another improvement in this game is if multiple people revive at once, you revive faster. So that was something we were doing there.
That's really cool. I also wanted to ask as well, so I'm looking at what I've got equipped down here. What's this candle?
That's the creeper candle.
The creeper candle.
So, like a creeper, it explodes. So you put it down, and then after a little while, it explodes, and it takes a bunch of enemies with it.
Okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to test that up on the next adventure that we have. In fact, I'll tell you what. While I'm waiting for some poor innocent fool to put my creeper candle on, let's talk a little bit more about discovery and exploration and what makes this game as fantastic as it does. What's it like to expand this world even further for fans, Lance?
So we just walked past this doorway. We didn't enter it, but that leads to a randomly generated dungeon.
Oh, okay.
So you can enter those to find special currency, these echo shards that we use for enchanting and for upgrading the merchants in town. You can also get that currency by defeating soul corrupted mobs, one of which we see up here.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah,
I'm definitely dropping a candle there. Watch out, lads.
Extra tough enemy, but once we get it, we should be seeing some of the special currency pop up.
Oh, well done, you
we're all
dings.
collecting it.
Great work. This is wonderful.
Okay, and so we're just gonna walk up this tower and find the...
I hope they have different game modes as well,
Who's
like they
gonna
did
be
in the
up,
last
yeah.
one.
Let's see.
Okay, all right then. Nathan, I wanted to ask you about the evolved co-op experience as well. We've spoke about it a little bit, and obviously we can see it on display here, but we mentioned it at the top. Co-op is such an integral experience to Minecraft Dungeons 2. Can you speak a little bit more about what that's like to bring it together and what it means for the title?
Yeah, absolutely. A big change that was made between Dungeons and Dungeons 2 around couch co-op is the ability to join a online multiplayer game within a couch co-op group. So say if you're at home playing with your family, and you have an open spot for another player, you can matchmake and grab another player from the internet to join your couch co-op party.
Oh, wonderful.
It was a big change that was really necessary and something that our fans have been asking for.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, kill all them idiots. All right. Oh, this looks like what? Oh, the weather's not good either.
No.
Oh, dear.
Well, I think we have one of those infamous demo bugs here, but
oh, no.
it's supposed to be a big boss fight.
And you've robbed me from it. That's fine. I will have to wait and see it when it comes
gaming
out.
in 2026.
Nathan, do you want to take us to the forest and we can play some of the forest there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about how we're going to get to the forest, the map, the world, how it all connects together while we're setting that up, please, Mons. This stunning, by the way.
Yeah, so we have this lovely map. There is things to do all over it. As you can see, there's like little indicators of side quests.
Okay. In fact, actually, I think I've just been told that we can't see it here, but everyone, there we go. We do have a clip. We had a little practice on the boss fight. So actually, we can just talk over the footage and how good I am. I don't think, So talk us through. Who are we seeing here?
Right, so this
Thank
is
you
the
very
Copper
much for the
Monstrosity.
43 months.
It's
Appreciate
a
you very
really
much.
big boss fight that you encounter as part of the story. You're looking for somebody else, somebody called the Supreme Evoker.
Okay.
But actually, as you get here, you instead encounter this giant monstrosity to fight.
Well, they actually extended it.
It's actually quite a challenging fight.
They took off the end date. They took off the end date of the what's it called? The
like
blackout. Now it's just open-ended, which should have been from the start.
It was a great fight. It was really, really fun.
Whatever.
Yeah. And I felt like everyone, you're missing out. We had some great call-outs as well. Everyone looking after each other. I've thrown the TNT and everything. So again, the co-op comes perfectly into there. So do we want to touch on where we've landed here? So back into the regular, or are we going to... Let's have a look at where this goes, actually. This was really interesting.
They went back into the boss fight. Okay.
Yeah, talk to us about what we're about to see then.
Right, so this is right after the fight. And we're seeing some of that quirky Minecraft humor in this cutscene.
Yes, love that. I'm so glad you've kept that in.
Yeah, we're picking up a note block, which is important to the story. We'll go into more details on that later, but as you can see, it's that easy to just...
Laughing at him in the background.
Is there any symbolism with the music box?
Oh, there is.
Yeah?
Yeah, but we'll get into it at a future date.
All right then. Well,
Don't worry, we'll have a
note,
leaker
talking
come
of
out
a
and tell
future
you about
date,
it later.
Minecraft Dungeons 2 does launch next month. It's not that far off, guys. I hope we're all excited. Are there any last thoughts you wanted to share with players before we wrap up?
I mean, saying we're only 1 month out, I think this is a brilliant time to also pre-order our game, because it comes with a lot of really nice, items you get with pre-order. I mean, look at this cape.
Same price as the first one, $40.
Look at the chicken.
Look at the chicken.
Yeah.
That's the Soul Chicken Pet.
Oh, I love them. Oh, so sweet. So this comes as part of the pre-order
Is it
bonus.
40 or 30?
Okay. Yeah.
So pre-order now, get these things, and we'll see you all in a month.
I'll meet you in the interconnected
Absolutely.
world. I'll be jumping in all your lobbies. Well,
Great.
thank you so much for joining me today, guys. This was absolutely fantastic. Good luck with the rest of Gamescom as well. And yeah, thanks again for walking us through this demo experience. But coming up, it's the day that changed everything. The most important event in all of Gears of War lore. And we're not just talking about the long-awaited reunion of Marcus and Dom. We've got the latest on the campaign and what Gears fans should look out for when Gears of War E-Day drops later this year.
We'll definitely
But
play that,
first,
Mr. Luke.
Let's keep the party going with another world premiere.
Know you what it is to behold the world's ending?
What's this?
To know the hour, the blood, the flame? I do.
It's a roguelike?
Odin is raiding Asgard.
You shall be my final wager. To save the 9 realms. the powers of the gods. Twist fate with the throw of your dice.
Okay.
You are the last vanguard against Ragnarok.
Is co-op or just single player?
The defenders of... Huh? Oh, it's hard to do it alone? Then rise.
Yeah, it's like Hades. It is co-op. There you go. Play it solo.
Gather your brethren.
Or godlike co-op. There you go.
And fight.
That'll be a fun game.
You're the spawn of Loki. Why? You never bet against the gods.
Not really. I mean, there was a couple things. A lot of free-to-play, gotcha game type of stuff.
Well, it's a big year for Xbox, and we've got a lot going on here at Gamescom. We're celebrating 25 years of gaming, which is apt as we've got 25 games on the show floor here and more than 40 games in this show for all of you at home to enjoy. We've got hands-on gameplay and looks at some of the most iconic franchises in entertainment. And here with me today is Xbox's expert on the next generation of new tech. Now, I think I prefer him by his other title, Master of Beards, none other than Jason Ronald himself. Welcome, Jason. How are you?
Beard.
I'm great, and I'm so excited to be here at Gamescom. Thank you so much for having me.
No, of course. You've been to quite a few now. Is this number 10, right, for you?
Yeah, you know, I love coming to
He's been
Europe.
growing the beard since then.
And, you know, not only is it Europe, but Germany is so important to everything that we do. And so, it's, as you said, it's a really exciting year here for Gamescom, and we have so much going on. You know, last night at Opening Night Live, we showed a new set of footage for Gears of War, which I'm super excited to play in October. You know, we announced our partnership with CD Projekt Red to bring The Witcher 3 to Battle.net. But ultimately, for me, the thing that makes Gamescom so special is just the fans and the community. You know, this is what has made Xbox special, and just to be here in Germany to celebrate with the community and all of these great creators, it's just such a great time to be at Xbox.
You're so right. We've got a lot to celebrate tonight at FanFest as well. Looking forward to that.
Exactly. You know, FanFest is one of my favorite things to do. It started here in Cologne, and it's just going to be great to spend time with the fans tonight.
100%. Can't wait. Now, speaking of the fans
the
and also
beard
the community,
clean?
there's a
I mean,
lot
I
of
don't know.
players that
My
take
beard's clean.
obviously great pride in their gaming collection, especially here
Yeah,
in
I
Europe.
saw that
We
just
know
enough.
that
Witcher
Xbox
3 to
players have stacks of
Battle.net.
Physical
Or
games.
Battle.net.
I like to
whatever.
organize mine alphabetically and have a couple of
Which is
collectors.
very
and
interesting.
Doom,
Which is
Slayer
very
and
interesting.
Master Chief looking down, guarding all my precious loot.
Yep.
But there has been a lot of conversation lately around ownership and also rights to the games that you buy. So Jason, what do you make of it all?
Yeah,
But why?
Very similar to you. Like, I have a large physical
Battle.net
collection.
got a
I
lot
have
of
my
people
own
on it, man.
collector statues.
Battle.net has just as many
today
people
we're
on it,
announcing
if not more
we're
than Game
bringing a new
Pass.
feature to bring all of the benefits and the flexibility of digital to players who have physical games. Because players have built their libraries of games with Xbox over the last 25 years. Many players, some have bought physical discs, some have bought their games digitally, and many of these games work across multiple generations. And even as technology changes and formats change, your library shouldn't. You know, we have so many special memories tied into our libraries, you know, the moments you've played with your friends, and we want to be able to bring those forward. And that's
Do I
really
envy
about
his
our
beard?
commitment
No, I
to
don't want a
game
beard that long.
preservation.
I mean, that sounds great. I really love the idea.
I do respect
of your
it, though,
libraries
'cause
moving
it takes a really
forward
long
with
time to
us,
grow a
but
beard like that.
Can you maybe walk me through it
The
a
longest
little bit?
beard I ever had was about
again,
here.
I've got a physical game copy
It takes a
on my
really long
shelf
time,
at
and it's a
home.
pain in the
what
ass
do
to
I
keep.
actually do with it?
Yeah, it's really, really simple. So most Xbox One and Xbox Series X titles support this. So all you have to do is just put the disc into your console. You'll be prompted to redeem a digital license, and that digital license will be tied to your account. And so now you get all of the benefits of digital. So you don't have to put the disc into your console to play the game. If the game supports Xbox Play Anywhere, you can easily play it across multiple screens. And you can even do things like cloud streaming, which you never were able to do
That's
previously from a physical disc.
Wow,
It's
I
the
mean,
push.
that sounds sick and also really straightforward. You mentioned just then about supported titles.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so we're launching with support for thousands of games. And we'll add more over time. And this is part of why we're
They'll
launching
still make
it with
the
the
disc,
Xbox
but they want
Insider
you to
so
put
that
it
we can
in
start
to make it
collecting
digital.
feedback
They want to push you towards the digital. They want to push you towards the cloud.
But this is really just, when you think about working with thousands of games across 25 years of Xbox, very similar to how we brought the original Xbox games to PC. We're just really focused on giving you more flexibility and giving you more ways to play the games that you've bought from Xbox over many years.
Awesome. Sounds like a lot of ways to play. And
one's customer friendly, the other isn't.
Taken away here, right?
No, not at all. Your physical discs continue to work as they always have. You can display them with your collector's editions and just celebrate your collection. And it's really about adding more flexibility and providing more choice for you as a player.
I mean, I love that. You mentioned having a collection that spans loads of years. I know for sure I've got a game or quite a few that I would never ever want to get rid of. And as we approach Xbox's 25th anniversary, what are you hoping that players take away from this?
Yeah, for 25 years, players have invested in Xbox, and the players have really been what have made Xbox
and you
special.
fucked us over.
And so we're really focused on how do we honor that as we think about the next 25 years of Xbox. And so we just really view this as another step in making sure that your library is protected. It can move forward with you as technologies and formats change. And we're going to continue to invest in game preservation and adding new capabilities just to make sure that your library continues to get better as technology evolves.
Oh my gosh, sounds awesome. And also very exciting as well. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that with us today. And for Xbox
as long as they
Insiders,
stay true to what they just said,
on August 31st,
right? Again, it's not just about digital bad,
on Xbox Wire,
right? It's
coming up,
choice,
it's the first
and they're giving you choice. Where if you have the disc, you can put it in, and you can continue playing it. So backwards compatibility.
But first, it's time to
you can make it into digital, so then you can play it on the cloud and everywhere else.
China.
Instead of going, fuck you, we're only making digital, and you only can buy it here. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Sure to delight fans everywhere.
The big change.
The black gold is in there.
Let's go.
Oh, it's definitely going to be overpriced. Even with all the things they're saying. Why do you need the next Xbox? Right, but that's customer. That's
got you.
Consumer friendly. You know what I mean?
Let you slip away.
Or I should say customer friendly. Make it easier for you to play your games, not harder.
Drunk. This time, a cripple.
Last time, you ambushed us. We were outnumbered. Today, we set the trap. Knowing that the Lodestar Swordmaster wanted the black gold, how could I not be ready? Ever since that day, my only goal has been to find you. And to kill you myself!
After all this time, you've still learned nothing. Serving yourself up like this, what a tragic waste of poor Han's sacrifice.
Right, casual people can't afford it, Ron, and you have to give a reason for other people why to buy it. And right now, the only people that would buy the next Xbox are people that look at it and go, oh, cool, I can still play my old games on the new Xbox, and I can play PC games on the new Xbox, potentially, right?
Why not? Why are you running?
The fuck is a casual gamer? What do you mean, Water? Come on. We're talking about just everyday people that don't play like 15, 20 hours a week. We're talking about the non-1%, 5%ers. We're talking about everybody else that picks up the console and why it makes it successful. Come on, Drummond. Just enough says I had work done on my house the other day. The plumber saw me playing the game, and we talked about it. He hasn't gamed since 2020. He wants a new console for GTA 6. He can't find an Xbox, and PlayStation 5 costs too much. Yeah. What did you pay for your Xbox? What did you pay for your Xbox? You make money on your Xbox now, right? That's what I should do. I played an hour of this and I haven't gone back. Just not because I'm not interested, just didn't have time. Yeah, it's a collector's item now, Altern. You can sell it with the 8K on the box. I don't care, Ray. Let's not bring other people's chats and stuff in here.
Skyward City is moving. Artificers, what do you want?
Huh?
I see.
I like how he's like in perfect condition. She's like, she just had a rough night.
That old rat played me. Used me as a pawn.
Well, to be fair,
get away.
Travis, you used to.
If we take flight, the black gold will destroy the city.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Was she like Professor X of this world? Over 100 million people. Damn. It's a free-to-play game, right?
Gears of War fans have been eagerly anticipating Gears of War E-Day since it was announced in 20...
Hold on one second.
War fans have been...
Coming September, cloud, PC. So they are truly not saying anything.
You obviously had opening night live last night. Had an incredible.
They are
trailer.
not saying anything about.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Going to Nintendo or going to PlayStation.
Trailer, obviously, when we craft trailers, it's a bit of a love letter to the game, to the fans. And with that story trailer, we really wanted to show off some new elements from the campaign we haven't been able to share yet. Obviously, Vrak.
As he says, during this fight would be second or third or fourth hour that would also play Where the Wind Meets.
The origin story of Dom and Marcus and Bravo Squad, but there's so many more characters in our story, and they all
are envious of that number, right?
So we got to show a bunch of people.
They have 100 million players. Meanwhile, Battlefield 6
now you mentioned Vrak,
struggling,
right? Can you tell us a little bit about him because he looks mean?
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah, so Vrak is a Locust commander, in the Locust Army. If you look closely, you can see that he's got a lot of shit going on his face. He's missing an eye. He's got burns on his arm. So all that happened during the Lambent Wars. So he's seasoned. He has kind of a private army that follows him around called the Scorched Legion.
Yep.
So they're, into self-mutilation. There's lots of really dark, kind of nasty stuff that they do to themselves and to the citizens of Sarah.
And I think overall, Vrak just represents, he's like the personification of the brutality and the actions that they do. They just want to kill everything they see, including the squad.
Yeah, honestly, when he was just pouring that emulsion over people, I'm just there like, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But also, there's some of the weaponry and stuff that comes from that squad looks so fun to use.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, campaign is a huge focus here at Gamescom. We've got it on the booth over here. Can you tell us a little bit about what people are going to be able to play when they come and play on the booth?
Yeah, for sure. So we have a little bit of our beginning of Act 2. So it kind of starts the morning after E-Day. The squad has just come together, armored up, and they get sent on their first mission.
I think this is going to be like 3
so we get to play a bit of that. It's got
hours
this
long.
classical kind of gears. You're supporting another squad, going toe-to-toe with the Locust. And it's actually a subsection of the campaign preview that we just got to see get released online. A bunch of
Fable's last
video
thing.
and coverage of that
I think
came
number
out,
4 now,
which is a little bit larger. That goes a little bit past what we've got on the show floor, but everybody here gets to get their hands on it. They get to hang out with the squad and some fun new characters as well.
I actually had a lot of fun this morning watching people like Shadows and Hollow who were playing early. And I was like,
I'm excited to play the PvE.
So good. But all through the background of this mission, we can see a lot of the kind of details of the city of Kelowna.
I think this is the whole day.
Can you tell us a bit about what people are going to be able to see around the world?
I think this is going to go to like 1, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the first time ever, you're playing a Gears game in a city that is alive.
Yeah.
You know, every
I guess
other
we'll see
game
where it is, where it's at in about an hour.
Everything's been destroyed. So that provides some really interesting opportunities and challenges. You know, we really need to think about what was happening in the place when this event happened, and life just got suspended, you know, in one shot. So I think fans, when they play the game,
unfortunately, I can't watch that live.
There's lots of storytelling, from something simple as a piece of paper on the ground, what's written on it, to what's, you know, there's a meal that someone was eating when the locust came out of the ground, to more complex set pieces where there's a bunch of dead bodies and maybe they got dragged somewhere. So I think, you know, it does pay to slow down just a little bit while you're playing the game and look around and just really take in all the detail that we've really loved putting into the game.
Is it 1 p.m.?
You can also see
but
in shots
if
like
this
that
is going till, if this goes to 1,
which we built,
and then it ends, maybe we watch the second thing. But if this is continuing to go, I'm not going to do this.
So
and then
you see helicopters go by, you crisscross with other squads, which is what's happening in this mission. Just this kind of vibe that there's always a battle sort of raging across the city, and you're just weaving your way through it.
Yeah.
I think also one of the things we do have to touch on, and you'll see this throughout the gameplay you're watching, it's like the destructible
I have no
environment.
interest in PvP in this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Gears
maybe
has
I
always
try
had
it, but
destructible
I really don't
cover in
care.
it.
I like the PvE.
We've taken it to a few different steps here. You know, you see some
cover
larger buildings
shooter,
come
get the
down
cover.
at different moments in the game, just to make you constantly realize that not only is the immediate area around you, you know, having a battle in it, but the entire city. Whether it's a block away, you can hear gunfire, you see a building come down, you see a little block of a street go down. It's all happening live as you play the game.
Now, everything we're watching right now is single player, but Gears fans always want to know about co-op.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, of course. So co-op is near and dear to our hearts. I think it's one of the unique things that Gears has.
Is it 4-player co-op?
Sort of woven into every part of it. You know, our
4-player
story
co-op?
is about squads overcoming overcoming the odds together. We've got modes like Horde Siege that are about multiple squads of 4 coming together. Of course, we've got PvP, which is 4v4. So campaign's got 4-player online co-op,
amazing,
2-player split screen on console. All 4 players in the squad are playable, all 4 characters. Nice. And I think it's one of those games that it plays great on its own, but it just sort of comes to life when you're there with a friend, you know, your ride or die buddy like Marcus and Dom. A lot of our mechanics sort of come to life a little bit more in terms of our enemies, obviously DB&O and a bunch of other stuff. It's a great experience.
Yeah, you see it a few times, like if you get downs, like Dom coming to save you and stuff like that.
Yeah, different kinds of it, right? We have the rusher enemy that'll pin you, and he'll be on top of you so your buddy can come and stab him in the neck, or if you're playing with someone real, they can shoot him from far away. There's all sorts of examples like that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Like,
I don't know if there's any more betas.
The Xbox One team, there's all 4 of us like kind of flying our way through. It's going to be a lot of fun. But one of the other things in what I really like about Gears is there are multiple ways that you can approach scenarios. Like this is a bit more of a linear mission that you've said in the past. but what ways are people going to be able to approach different like situations they're going to come across?
Yeah, so this is definitely a little bit more of a linear mission, but even within this mission on this bridge, we've added a bunch of verticality to the game. It opens new flanking routes, you can climb up cars and trucks.
Battlefront
and then this mission specifically at the beginning
type
of Act
game
2
where you're
sort of
in Gears world,
leads
though,
into this
and you can control
other part of Act 2 on the other side of the
both
stadium.
sides.
You catch
That'd
a
be
glimpse of
badass.
in our campaign preview where the world opens up a little bit.
Just
we give you
full-on
access to like multiple
100
city
player,
blocks. There's a bunch
64,
of battles like I
whatever.
said, going on different corners. You're always on
Gears
your main
versus the
objective.
Locust.
And we
It'd be
also
pretty cool.
add some new mechanics to the campaign. So we have our weapon mod system that people got to see in Horde Siege, and that actually gets introduced as you play through the campaign. You get to find new mods and craft your own weapons and really invest in the gameplay sandbox.
Yeah, now this is actually something I got really excited about when I was like watching through the gameplay earlier as well, is what kind of mods are people going to be able to get their hands on, and how is that going to impact like the weapons that they're using?
Well, it's a variety of mods, and some of them do little tweaks to the weapons. You know, they change the
You
clip
can do that too, though,
size
Sarge. What I'm
or,
saying is, it would be cool if they did
your
that.
range, so you can just
think about
tweak
all
it
the
to your
different games
preference,
that you
but
could do,
some of
right?
them are like full-on
a Battlefront for
attachments, like
Transformers,
you can-
Battlefront
you
for
can take
40K,
an
a
Asher
Battlefront
and
for
slap a
Gears.
bayonet on it.
Yeah, so it's been really fun exploring, when you use an attachment. Some of them have visual representations on the gun, some of them don't, but you end up seeing people with different attachments. The guns can take a little bit more personality, and you start to understand how people like to play and what they like to do with their guns.
Yeah, I'm excited to play this.
So like it goes for the gear as well, isn't there?
Absolutely.
And honestly, I don't even care
how are people going to be
if
able to
the
like,
campaign
find
is
those,
good
like,
or not.
mods
If
to,
it is,
like,
bonus.
upgrade their
I'm
equipment?
really
In the
interested in the
campaign, that's
PvE
where
stuff.
the open sections really sort of come to life. There's a variety of ways you can get it. It pays to explore this game. Arian was talking about there's a ton of environmental storytelling, but we've also hidden stuff around the world, collectibles, mods. We also have side objectives in some of our campaign missions.
Oh, that's cool.
Where you can stop to help somebody optionally, another set of gears, some people that are trapped, and you get rewards for those as well. So it's really up to you. If you want to mainline it and do the main objectives, that's cool. You'll find some mods. If you want to fully explore the game, you'll find even more narrative tidbits.
I'm really excited for that, because you can just spend that extra time discovering the world if you want to.
There's good surprises out there.
I'm looking forward to finding it. Now, we've just had our first look at the Boomer, and he is way bigger than people may be used to.
Yeah, he's massive. There's actually a Boomer on the show floor
He's
here
right
that people are taking
just
pictures
like,
with, and he's
just
standing
like
next
what
to him.
Minecraft
So in the
Dungeons
game,
is
the
doing,
Boomer's
right?
9 feet
Minecraft
tall.
is its
this is
IP,
quite a bit bigger,
and they're
than
trying to
Boomer's
take the IP
traditionally
and
been
make
in
different
Gears.
things. Like they make Gears Tactics.
This goes back to this idea
right?
where
They
we
make
wanted
Gears
to
of
take
War.
things people
It'd be
remember
nice if they
and
took
amplify them a
the
little
Gears
bit.
IP and made it into like a
And then it also
Battlefront
introduces
type
fun
of game.
ways for him to enter the battlefield.
Hey,
There
just
you
because
can
you're a
see
Gears
breaks
fan doesn't
through
mean
this,
you're going to
big
like
truck,
this and like
this
that.
tanker
And like,
trailer
but
that
there's
causes
people that
a
are like,
bunch
oh
of,
man, I
fire
love
and
games like
explosion,
that.
but
I would
he
love to
also
play
doesn't
Gears
fit
like
through
that.
doorways. So if he's coming through a traditional door, he has to bust his way through.
Oh my!
So that just makes it a little more exciting when he makes an entrance.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm fine. He's 9 foot. He can't get through here, and he just smashes it through.
Too late, man.
Yeah.
No, I've got to say his weapon as well, because we all know the boom shot.
Yeah.
Right. This is like even bigger.
It's a bigger boom shot. Yeah. Like the Locust, when we were going back and looking at revisiting old weapons, we always wanted to see if there was something else we could do. So we've got like the prototype Lancer. We've got the heavy boom shot. Means you're really committing to carrying a rocket launcher around instead of just something in your back. It's also opened up opportunities for us to add new weapons like the gut puncher, the cog grenade
I like
launcher.
that they've added that too.
Like a little
you can get even lower
more
now.
skill use than the boom shot. You could time where your grenades go. So everything kind of found a new place. And we got to make some cool variations of weapons people have seen before.
I love the breach shot as well. I think that's like
fan favorite.
It's one of my favorite guns.
It's such a
super
fun
satisfying.
And the active reloads is popping up on screen there. I just wanted to go through a couple things, because there's two features, right? One, it's in a different place than some fans may know, but also
You still got the NPCs helping them, which is cool.
Yeah, we put the active reload down in the center screen. We found through our testing that, for a lot of people, some
I hate
returning
looking off
fans,
to the
especially
side.
new fans, they just use it way more.
Yep.
If you're an old fan and you like it up and where it was, and that's your muscle memory, 100%, there's a setting for that. But
Good.
for some guns,
Options
we
are
also have
fantastic.
this per shell reload mechanic, like on the breach shot and Asher. It's really cool because you can still get your active if you go all the way and you wait for it. But if you need that extra shot to get out of a clutch situation,
Hey,
there's
that
a
thing
wrench
looks
in
like
your
my
face,
ex, where you're
or
going to
you
have
can
great
person right up
therapeutic
on
stuff
you.
doing this
You
in the
can
game. You're going to feel
pop
great
them
about
over
yourself. You're like,
as they come at you.
I'll show
so it's
you.
just like a nice way you can kind of change based on the scenario you find yourself in.
Yeah.
And talking about scenarios you find yourself in, as we've been going through this level, you've kind of been walking into areas and there are like tons of kind of clues about things we may have missed or
Like, I love
happened in
Gears.
those areas before.
Reminds me of my ex.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one of the main
Love
things
shit.
that we try to impart
Crap
is
out of those
the
guys.
brutality of this day. Emergence Day, 2/3 of the planet gets wiped out in one night. So if you kind of pay attention to the corpses a little bit, you'll see little storytelling things. The blood trails sometimes give you a glimpse of what has happened, the pose they're in. So there's a lot hidden in there to check out.
No, I honestly, I'm so excited. A big thank you as well for you guys coming and joining us and taking us through Gears of War E-Day. What's one thing that you're most excited for fans, right, to see with Gears of War E-Day?
Well, we shared a little bit each time here. I'm really excited for people to experience the story. I think this is one of a great Gears story. Hits all the classic vibes and some great new characters and some really emotional Gears moments tied in with all the brutality. I think people are going to love it.
Yeah, honestly, thank you both for coming and joining us. I really, really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And now we are going to head over to Henry for more on Gears of War E-Day, the Gears of War E-Day experience that people have access to here on the Xbox booth.
Well, welcome to the Gears of War E-Day here at Gamescom, where I've actually got artist Luke Priest with me to discuss the incredible eye candy is on display behind us. And thanks so much for joining us, Luke.
Thanks for having me, man.
Welcome to Gamescom. It's your first time here as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's really cool.
It's a pretty special way to kick
Why
things
don't
off.
they have their host have a microphone?
Why don't you tell people at
Where's
home
the boom
what it is
mic?
that
Where's
you
the
do?
lapel mic?
Yeah, so
where the
I'm
fuck
an
is the
illustrator.
microphone?
I'm based in the United Kingdom. I've been working with the Coalition for many years now on all things Gears of War. Obviously, more recently, E-Day. So yeah, that's kind of what I do.
And this project in particular is pretty special. So
yes.
Let's talk a bit about that, because I can see that we've also got Gibson involved.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool. Talk to us a bit about this partnership.
Yeah, so we partnered with Gibson Guitars. They're amazing people at Gibson. And they sent us these guitars. Well, they turned up and they were from the factory, so they didn't have the art on, and then my job was to paint this artwork onto the guitars. So.
And if you don't know at home, these are particularly tasty guitars that Gibson have sent you, because we've got the SG over here, the Les Paul. These are iconic guitar silhouettes.
Very iconic, yeah.
Amazing. Can you tell us a bit then about the design?
Yeah, the
so
projector,
what inspired you to really
his
lay
crosshair
down
when he
this
snipes someone is 6 feet in diameter.
So what we wanted to do,
if water's missing shots, we got problems.
The pillars in Gears, so the core pillars. So obviously with the Marcus guitar, we tapped into brutality. So that's feels quite violent and kind of visceral, and almost very
I think
kind
it's
of
October.
We tried to kind of
9th?
cater it to the shape of the guitar as well. So you can see the blood splatter kind of flows across the guitar. You've got the kind of spinning.
6th?
Yeah, that's saw blade.
9th, something like that.
Right in,
and the cog, obviously, which ties it to Gears, and then we've got the skull, which is kind of
early
shattered,
October.
so that adds that kind of violent, brutal feel. And then obviously moving over to the SG, we've got this is leaning into Dom, so this is tapping into the kind of pathos pillar.
Okay.
Which is sort of more kind of sad vibes and so it's just and then we've got the angel wings, which is the nod to kind of the kind of Maria tattoo, and then that kind of flows to the shape of the SG.
Yeah, it really fits and forms into the horns there, which is such a nice detail. I mean, how long was this project end to end?
Each guitar probably took about 40 hours from start to finish, so everything's obviously hand painted.
Yeah.
In my studio at home. And honestly, it was just such an honor to work on this stuff. Gibson, super iconic. I play guitar myself. I do a lot of work in the music industry as well anyway. So
I just hate when production teams
amazing.
skimp out on stuff.
But beyond the guitars themselves, and we'll get to the controller in a sec, I do want to tell people it's not just for show, because you can actually get your hands on either one of these amazing guitars if you head over to the Gibson Instagram page and you check out their announced post for more details on how you could potentially win
when you're on
one
the
of
show
these.
floor, it's nice to have a microphone like the guy
code,
has
come
right
down
there.
to the Xbox booth if you want to learn how to win one of these incredible, just beautiful pieces. You have brought something else along for us, because there is something else going on in the middle there. So what? Oh, you've got another one.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yes, this is a controller that I worked on. So I worked with the Xbox Design Lab on this. This is fully customizable as well. Sick. So you can like switch out the buttons and the sticks and stuff and make it your own. Yeah, and this is tapping again into the brutality pillar.
Yeah, I'm getting that brutality vibe
so it's
straight
the
away.
vibe, and it's just try to make it feel super iconic and just have that. There's like the lanterns in there, the skulls. It feels really violent and
absolutely.
Yeah, it just taps into that kind of that vibe. So yeah,
mate, I think you absolutely killed it with these designs.
Thanks, man.
So thanks so much for showing us
so much.
and talking us through it as well. If you want to get your hands on your own one of the E-Day limited edition Xbox Design Lab controllers, you can grab those beginning September 30th. So check out xbox.com for more information on that. I will definitely be doing that. But thank you, Luke. I hope you have a great Gamescom. But there's there's quite a lot going on here. So
you should have walked up to the case and put his face on it like,
come along with me, because the rest of the booth over here that we've got, this entire segment, you can see loads of people queuing up right now to go and actually play Gears of War E-Day. So E-Day has officially landed here in Cologne. This is particularly cool. We've got a custom PC built in partnership with NVIDIA GeForce RTX. We've got the nice COG logo there on the cooler. I mean, just looks unreal. So if you're in town, come and check everything out. And then what you're going to want to see, Benny was not kidding when he said the boomers are huge, but besides the boomers, we've got a couple of other buddies that we want to be talking to, because joining me in front of this incredible statue,
life-size boomer,
and one of the many photo ops that we have on the Xbox booth is Senior Product Manager at the Coalition, Noah Benish, and GeForce Evangelist, Jacob from NVIDIA, to chat with us about Gears on PC.
No, it's not the PC I got.
So, hello guys,
how's it going,
welcome to Gamescom. Is this your first Gamescom, or are you veterans at this point?
Second Gamescom for me.
Second?
For me, I don't know, probably third or fourth, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe more.
Who's the guy you brought with us as well? Is he going to say anything?
He can say something.
You're kidding.
He can say something. Would you like him to?
We can do that, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah. We'll get to that in a
Okay.
sec. Now, we should talk shop, though, because Gears on PC is... Oh, someone's getting in. That's cool.
That thing's really awesome.
That is. I would
Can
love
I
to be
take
able
that
to,
home?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it'll fit.
I don't think it'll fit in your carry-on.
We'll make it work. But yeah, tell
Can you
me a
imagine
little bit then
you
about
come home
Gears
and you're
on
like,
PC, because
hey, babe,
everyone here
look
is
what I got.
checking out the game.
She would come in and be
we
like,
have Xbox players who are
you're
really
also
excited.
leaving
It's
with
another
that thing.
exclusive, but on PC, we've got some pretty cool features to talk
You have it
about.
in the living room?
What exactly have you been working on that is exciting for PC players?
Well, Henry, I think broadly the most important thing to know is that Gears of War E-Day is a game that is for PC players, built by PC players. So for us at the Coalition, at a bare minimum, that means supporting all the features you'd expect from a title like this, such as 32:9 and 21:9 ultra-wide support, including 21:9 cinematics in the campaign, extensive mouse and keyboard rebinding options, variable refresh rate, uncapped frames, and so much more that's hard to list off and mention here.
Yeah.
But beyond those sort of baseline features, we wanted to take the experience a little bit further for our PC players.
I did play the beta on my PC.
And that's why last night we were so excited to announce that in partnership with NVIDIA, we've integrated deeply Mega Geometry into our game.
Mega Geometry. Okay,
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I'm going to need you to run through what exactly we're talking about with that.
Yeah,
Nerd out now.
Mega Geometry. I am super excited about RTX Mega Geometry. So Gears of War E-Day supports nanite. So you'll get really detailed environments, objects, and with RTX Mega Geometry, we can actually add ray tracing on all of the nanite geometry. So you'll get much better looking reflections, shadows, and I mean, it's just going to be way more
look at the camera.
You get
it's going to
50
look
to 100 times the geometric detail with RTX Mega Geometry.
I love geometric detail.
It's pretty amazing.
My favorite type of
intense. So, just
detail.
to break it down, we've got geometry, shapes, right?
Love shapes.
Mega, pretty freaking sick.
Mega shapes were good.
Everyone's on board now. Great. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me, guys, about everything here. Of course, that's not just what's going on here, because in the actual play area, people can check that out too, right?
Absolutely. I mean, better than talking about these features is experiencing them for yourself. So you and everyone else here at Gamescom can enjoy our first public hands-on of Campaign inside the booth behind me. We've got 20 stations, all of them PCs, all powered by the GeForce RTX 5080 that have been built by our friends at Alternate. So if you're here at Gamescom, please come check out the Campaign.
Yeah, you know what to do now, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm probably going to head in there shortly after this.
We can hook up with the line.
It's a bit of a big queue, though.
Yeah,
but
I might go in. I know a guy.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Nice. All right. Well, for a deeper look at that technology that is powering E-Day on PC, why don't you check out this exclusive behind-the-scenes ViDoc from the Coalition and NVIDIA. Check it out.
It's going off like 15, 20 minutes for this.
Gears of War E-Day is the next game in the Gears of War franchise. It's the story of Emergence Day. It's going back to the beginning, when the locusts first come out of the ground and start attacking.
It is also a game that has been built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5 with all new art and all new systems to push visual fidelity to a level we've never achieved before.
Gears of War is probably best known as an Xbox franchise, but the PC has always been a very important platform that we're using to bring the most we possibly can to the game.
The PC community is incredibly important to us. I, myself, am a PC gamer. I've been making PC games for my entire career, and we've built this game with a PC mindset.
We're trying to push a lot of technology, high detail geometry, heavily using nanite and lumen. We're going to be one of the first titles to use megalights.
Gears of War supports hardware, ray trace, lighting,
where you just have lights, now you have
reflections.
mega lights.
This shows up in so many different ways. A great example is our pay and save. This is an environment that has TVs that have dynamic lighting coming off them and bouncing off the scene.
There's a lot of dynamic elements to the game. I think one of my favorite things is the tickers, watching them run through the level. You have this little glowing creature casting.
I did like these guys when they were in the game.
Casting real-time global illumination.
Yeah, it was cool.
But don't watch them too long, they'll blow up on you.
It's really noticeable on the muzzle flashes on our guns as you get this burst of flashing light and all the shadows that get cast off it. And we can have dynamic
It's like a mega
lights
pint of
that
wine, yeah.
You
just
can
put
build
mega
your
in front of
sense
wherever. It's
tension
great.
And use lighting as a tool for visual storytelling.
Unfortunately, I don't know if they're going to get
we
that,
haven't
Jesse.
been able to do before.
Real-time reflections is something that's very cool for us. We have some really cool elements in the game that are nice and shiny.
As you shoot glass and see
Choppers is
real-time
very big,
ray
the
trace
biggest.
reflections
Bigly
and
big.
translucency,
Bigly
all
big
of that
lights.
is dynamic in real time, which of course you wouldn't have with traditional baked lighting techniques.
All in all, ray trace lighting brings the dark, gritty vibe that we want to life in the game.
It almost looks like
And really adds
Gotham a
level
little
of
bit, you know?
realism
Like the
and
city
cohesiveness
feels
that's
like a
never been possible
Gotham
for
City the way they lit it.
And on our ultra spec or our ludicrous spec PC
Ludicrous
settings,
spec.
we push ray tracing even farther.
We've
with
gone to ludicrous
higher
speed.
Ray trace samples, more rays, but also RTX mega geometry.
There it is.
We're going to be the
Mega
first Unreal Engine
geometry.
title to show RTX mega geometry in our game. This is really exciting because we're a very nanite-heavy title, but there's always been a bit of a discrepancy between what's available for us to happen at raster and what's available for us to happen when we're ray tracing. Mega geometry allows us to use the same level of detail that we're using for nanite as our ray tracing basis.
It pushes the visual ray trace scene to a higher level than we can achieve with Unreal Engine's technologies out
What
of
is
the
this? They're
box.
just using
You see
random
some of the
buzzwords. Yeah, they just
examples
keep
of
adding.
foliage or shadow detail
Mega.
that is just crisper and has more fine detail in that shadow.
You definitely get a lot more detail in a lot of the rock surfaces. They look just a lot sharper and a lot more correct.
Geometry,
and
mega
as well,
geometry.
things like barbed wire, things that were just not possible to represent with the amount of triangles that we had available to us, all of a sudden look really nice.
Our environments are incredibly dense. We have 100 times the geometric detail in our game than anywhere else. And being able to work with NVIDIA and bring mega geometry to this game really is going to show what games are going to look like in the future.
DLSS and other super sampling techniques really allow us as a developer to perform more advanced graphics techniques that just wouldn't be possible to do if we were working at full resolution.
Cool. That means
it's something
PC's
that
fine.
allows you to take a lower res image and then using machine
super
learning
duper
is able
gigantic.
to upsample that to a larger image without really sacrificing the quality.
We also support dynamic multi-frame generation, allowing you to push to the highest frame rates possible.
Who needs
And
frames?
It's so important that we tie this with Reflex. Reflex lowers latency and
Who
improves
can tell the
the
difference between
responsiveness of our
230
game.
frames per
It's
second
something
and
we think is
30
very
frames per
important,
second?
especially in a
Nobody,
multiplayer
chat.
environment where we're a very
Nobody can
competitive
tell.
game. You want to make sure that you have your enemy in focus and your reticle over them at all times. We want a nice, smooth frame rate, and we want that ultra-responsive input latency. Customization is a huge part of why I play games on PC, and it's part of what we wanted to make sure we're delivering for E-Day players. If they care about
Right,
HDR,
30
if they care
looks
about
the same
frame
as
rate
60.
versus resolution, we want all of that choice available for players.
I'm an ultra-wide player. I have really pushed the team to make sure that we are showing up strongly there. We have full support for native 21:9, gameplay up to 32:9.
Look at that widescreen,
and
baby.
all of our cinematics are also real-time and are rendered in ultra-wide.
Our benchmark is something that's very important to us. It was something that has always been used by reviewers for years after we ship, and it's something we hope will be that way again. This is a very technically ambitious title, and I think we're going to push hardware for years to come.
Now see,
We've
if they're
always
pushing the
built our
400 million
games
as
to
part of that,
showcase the latest
what they're doing
technology and
down the
push
road,
what is possible in gaming.
then
and working with
understandable.
NVIDIA, who share
If
the
that
same
400 million is just
philosophy
for
with
gears,
us,
though,
we've been able to bring features.
they're not going to make the money back.
Ray traced lighting,
If they come out and say this is
RTX
150 million
megageometry,
with the tech and
DLSS,
stuff down the road,
reflex. For players, this means delivering an experience that feels like they're playing a movie with the real-time performance that you expect.
it looked
in
great when I
high-end
played it on the console and on PC. I mean, obviously, it looked much better on the PC. What's this? Alien Death Storm.
Welcome back. All suit systems are nominal. Atmospheric interference is causing
Well, no, I don't think they spent $400 million to make more gears faster. I think what they did is that basically they took the tech and made gears. And now because what gears is, they can use that tech to start making other games in the future, is the way I got it from what they were saying.
Alert. Power output unstable.
Why does this look better than Alien Isolation 2, whatever? Game Pass.
I love it when the title of a game so purely matches the gameplay. And here to break down what we just saw and give us an exclusive first look at what fans can expect in-game for Alien Deathstorm, please welcome Rebellion's head of design, Ben Fisher. Welcome.
Hi, how's it going?
Ben, it's so good
Damn, he's
to
got
see you.
deep
I mean,
voice.
it feels like only yesterday we were hanging out at the pub, chatting at Amfall, and it seems that you and the team have been pretty busy since then as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to work on a load of different games at once, but we learned some cool stuff from Atomfall about sandbox freedom and giving the player non-traditional ways of doing objectives. We've fed that straight into Alien Deathstorm.
Ooh, I love that. Now,
Alien
on that topic,
Deathstorm.
Amfall, congratulations.
Super
it's been a huge
geometric,
success for you guys
mega-
at Rebellion.
mega
I hear it has a lot
geometry.
to do with maybe Benny and I's characters' face scans in the game, but you know,
I reckon so, yeah.
we won't take too much credit here. You mentioned there about applying that into Alien Deathstorm. Can you break that down
What's
a
the
little
fire
bit?
team?
What
I
from the
said Alien
project have you
Isolation.
brought
I didn't mean
over?
that.
What
I meant
design
the
elements
Alien,
can we
other
look forward
Alien
to?
game that
So
came
the
out.
main thing is that for all Rebellion games, we value giving the player a clear objective and then sandbox freedom and how to achieve it. Sort of systemic game design, that sort of thing. We don't usually
worry, Ultron, when you
choreograph
go through
specific
puberty,
gameplay
your
experiences.
voice will change.
Build a possibility space for the player to take control. So
Mine didn't,
exactly that
but, you
same
know.
stuff has come across to Alien Deathstorm. The new challenge for us has been combining that with horror gameplay, because horror gameplay is normally quite handcrafted, but I think we found a secret formula that really makes it happen procedurally. It's very exciting.
Secret sauce, very exciting. Nice.
No, I'm really excited to see it. So should we get
She's like,
started?
oh,
Wait a minute.
secret
No.
sauce.
No,
I
I'm
love
ready.
secret sauce. I bet you do.
What the heck is that?
You'll find out very soon.
little hint in the
How do you
trailer.
get that on the
but
plane?
Should we hop into and check some gameplay out as well?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, hold on. It will come up. Ah, here we go. Now, this is the Megastorm in full swing. What are we doing here?
So you play as an engineer who's been called into an off-world colony. The colony's gone dark. There's no signals coming from it.
Is this just single
you
player?
think you're there to do a repair job to help sort the colony out, and as you explore, you discover that people have gone missing. The situation's getting worse.
Sounds like the kind
You're
of
trapped
guy
there,
that'd
and
be
it's a
fighting a
desperate fight for
tombstone.
survival. Now the game balances, like I said, the combat intensity of like a sort of horror shooter with investigation and discovery. So you're, as an engineer, you're kind of exploring the situation, finding out what's happening, and as you do so, the storm is tearing the place apart. So you're fighting to survive at the same time.
Nice. Can you break that down a little bit further? The engineer's role, that's a pretty specific choice there. How does that come into play with gameplay?
Well, we wanted to give you a framing that meant that you felt like a sort of an everyman doing your best to survive. So you arrived there with a load of tools, including this giant sort of hammer here, you know, to do a bit of percussive maintenance to try and get the place up and running. So instead of doing traditional objectives where you're told exactly what to do, instead we've got a system that we call Squire that you use to kind of diagnose the situation and figure out what's going wrong. So what we
Just
can
look at
see
games
here
like this,
is the
right?
player exploring around,
As much as
testing
I
out
like the creation
locations,
engine for
trying to see what's happening and trying to
Starfield and
piece together in
Fallout
their
does.
head how this
Like you look at Metro 2039 yesterday,
reactor that's
and then
in
like
the,
this game,
early
and
stages
imagine
of
like
meltdown,
Fallout
they're
looked
gonna try
like
and
that.
diagnose what's
Imagine
wrong
if
and find fixes.
Starfield looked like
So
that.
the player has to be observant.
Plus
they
what
have
the
to
creation
engage
engine
with the
can do.
environment, piece together
That'd be
clues
badass.
that kind of frame them as a detective figuring out how to solve this stuff.
Very interesting.
Fuck.
That just
What
scared
about-
me. I was not expecting
What
to see
about what Gears is?
Well, good.
But the next Fallout game is using that engine.
And like stuff is popping up on the HUD all the time.
Okay,
Can
pretty
you tell
good.
us a bit about that and like what players can see on the screen?
Sure. Well, we want to give you lots of anticipation before a fight kicks off, because as you're exploring, you know, you're making a load of noise, you're causing a load of mischief, and that's going to attract some attention.
Yeah.
So there's a tracker at the bottom of the screen that gives you pings of nearby movement. It'll get scrambled by radiation and things like that. So it's like a multi-purpose tool to help them explore and understand the situation. So combined with
This seems
Squire as a
interesting.
way of doing objectives.
Now, is this
it
is
makes you
a
feel like you're
title
there to do a job
that's going to
and
be
you've got
everywhere, or is it just going to be on
piece
Xbox and
together
PC?
survive.
And who's the voice that we keep hearing as
Because
well?
obviously it's their
That's
show.
Squire.
They're going to
That's,
say it's
giving you
Xbox,
little clues of what to do.
Is it
and how
on
to
PlayStation
explore,
as
but
well?
never directly tells you exactly what to do. It's kind of like having Clippy in your pocket. You know?
I'm a big fan of the naming Squire. That's very fitting. How many iterations did you guys have to go through for that name?
Well, we always like to give things a kind of uniquely British twist, a uniquely British flavour to it, and it feels like a nice little like friendly friend in your pocket kind of thing. So it seemed like a natural fit.
Squire.
Exactly that.
It's an Everywhere game? Okay.
Awesome. Now, in the footage as well, I can hear some of the music making that tension a bit more buildable, and you mentioned some horror scenarios too. How can fans of horror games expect Alien Deathstorm to fit into their spooks and scares like Benny did with, from Rebellion?
Well, I think this is one of the most exciting parts of the game, because the jump scare that got you there might not happen for another
Sharknado.
player.
Oh.
It's all tuned around the player's exploration,
You
the
might give it
player's
a shot.
experiences. So, you know, as you're making a lot of noise and you're exploring, you might be attracting unwanted attention. You get a nice long bit of anticipation before the horrors turn up. But the fights and the encounters will be different for every single player.
So it doesn't matter how many times you've gone through it before. You
Comes
might
out in
never be
2027.
prepared
I have
for
no
what's
idea what
about
I'm
to
doing
happen.
then.
Exactly that.
That's class. Now, looking at the objective as well, right? Right now, we're trying to repair and restore power to the reactor, right? What else is around him? What other kind of resource or enemies are we keeping an eye out for? Because in the trailer we saw a lot, and right on cue.
Yeah. So the player here has been poking around, attracting attention, and that's spawned some enemies because they heard the sound and they came to take out the player. Yeah. So there's a balance, there's a tension between scavenging for resources and trying to understand the situation, but you're going to be attracting attention to yourself, so that, you know, the fight might get worse.
Is that risk versus
Hit him
reward
with your-
all the time?
your
You're like,
hammer.
actually,
What are you
do I have
doing?
enough, or just try to go straight for the objective?
Exactly
Nice.
that, yeah.
We saw a couple of different scary looking guys there as well. Have they got different names? What kind of different enemy types can we expect
Yeah,
in
so
Alien
there is a
Deathstorm?
range of aliens throughout the game. In this demo here, you'll see scuttlers there, you'll see other ones called soldiers, but there's a load more that sort of unlock over the course of the game. But as devs, we don't even know
You have to
exactly
find
what
ammo?
aliens will be and what encounters, because it's
Or is
all
it
procedural
unlimited
and
ammo
dynamic.
at the end of their...
Wow, that's very exciting.
And to defeat these aliens, right, we're gonna need weapons, just like what you've got on the desk. What weapons are players going to have in Alien Deathstorm?
Yeah, so there's a good range of weapons. You'll only see, I think, 3 of
Okay,
them
so
in
you have
this
to find
demo.
ammo. That answers the question
And they're all
there.
very kind of grounded, real-world weapons, because we felt like that kind of that suit the tone, that kind of gritty, grounded sci-fi environment. So you'll see
Okay, so you can
an SMG
customize
here,
them.
the shotgun, a pistol that's always got ammo. And you can upgrade and tailor the weapons to your personal playstyle. So as you explore, you might find things like a holographic sight to help you aim the gun, and you might choose that that's your playstyle, you might prefer it.
How does that actually work for weapons, the upgrade system in Alien Deathstorm?
There's workbenches found throughout the game, and you sort of collect crafting materials as well, and blueprints for the various parts.
Very good.
Okay.
Very fun. Do you have a favorite weapon that you
Looks
want to
good.
talk about so far?
I always
What's
love
your-
a shotgun.
Nice.
Can't go wrong with a shotgun.
Can't go wrong there.
So let's hop back into the world a bit, because Rebellion games have always had a great reputation for like exploration, discovering and looking around for like new attachments. How does Alien Deathstorm encourage players to venture off the beaten path, especially if you're going to be like?
And I feel like I should make a song about this game
for doing so.
Yeah, well, we strongly believe
name.
in player freedom, and like part of the fun of it is
heavy
finding
metal
your route through the environment and choosing how to engage with it. So
Alien
there is that
Deathstorm.
risk reward,
That's a
that
band name
balance
right there.
of trying to find those resources and survive, but watching out for threats. So one of the ways that we tackle that is we try and make each environment you explore have a kind of internal logic to it. So this is like a space reactor, and I don't know about you, but I've never been to a space reactor myself. But we try and make sure it's got a kind of, you know, clear signposting, clear exploration, so that you can either explore everywhere for resources, or you can sort of get a quick understanding of how you're supposed to explore. But we leave it completely up to the player.
No, I always love like going on exploring. It's like
X every once in a while.
So long trying to
Game of
search
the
for
year.
Morris's hairline, which is just, I can't. My character was made bald as bald can be.
I don't know, it's pretty accurate. Sorry, that was hard. I mean, we've got aliens, we've got nice alien guts to look forward to as well, but what other challenges, like that one,
White
can our
visor.
players
I was gonna say he's got to wipe his. That's cool.
That was class.
Yeah,
Why
all
not?
the best games have got a white visor, but right. So you saw that there, but also if you're out in the storm getting pelted by the elements, you might have to wipe to be able to see what you're doing as well, which can lead to some really tense, exciting gunfights where you're trying to juggle visibility while shooting the aliens and trying to survive. So it's all about that kind of immersive, gritty, make you feel like you're really in the suit.
Yeah. That was something about Atomfall that we really enjoyed, is collecting just everyday items that really grounds maybe the players, or especially for me, it feels like that. So having to deal with a lot of nuisance you wouldn't normally in real life or in video games is nice touch. Very good, Ben.
It's also very helpful for putting together a cool trailer as well. Like, it's the perfect transition.
Yeah, nice swipe transition.
Now, we've said this a few times as well, like, as we're getting into these fights and the weapons that we're using, what else helps make each encounter unique that you're running into? Because you've said a few times that you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so behind the scenes, as well as the player kind of making a load of noise and exploring, we can fine-tune to encourage encounters in certain situations, to kind of build set pieces a little bit. You know, there's a balance between dynamic and making sure that you'll have those high points. But we absolutely don't know with.
No, I think the battle royale is worse. All turn.
All of the spaces
when
are designed
Fortnite
so
took
that
off and they
no
were
matter
just
what kind
throwing
of
battle
encounter you
royales
get in them, it's
at the
gonna be an
crowds.
interesting fight.
And
And
that
as
was
you blend
far
different
worse than
kinds of aliens
extractions.
at once, your strategy has to become much more complicated.
Yeah, his
I
voice
bet
sounds
that must
good.
be quite a challenge when there are a variety of them around like this, swapping weapons or tactics, etc.
Yeah, so a lot of the fun in the game comes from splitting the player's attention between trying to solve the puzzle of the environment and then having to deal with unpredictable aliens coming from every direction.
Can we get into a little bit as well? Like,
Yeah,
some of the
they
equipment
run
that you
about
have
15 minutes
access to,
per.
'cause we just did
per
a stim
thing.
there as well.
Yeah, so in this trailer here, you'll see stims and grenades as a couple of additional.
Well, no, they wouldn't
pieces
dismiss
of
it. They
equipment
have a
you've got. There are more to
schedule,
come
and
in the
each
full
game gets 10 to
You
15
can also
minutes.
throw flares to light up the environment.
Gear's got
ahead
like
of you.
20, 25.
Nice. And like, kind of, what are kind of the so right now, as we're kind of making our way through the level, what else should players be looking out for?
Well, at this exact point in time, looking out for the alien that's jumping at their head.
Okay, we've made it to the reactor as well, is that right? Very cool.
So you never quite know when the fight's going to cool down, or if it's going to
This
bloom
looks pretty
back
good.
up and you're going to have to encounter more aliens. So you've
It's
really got to
piqued
keep
my
your wits
interest,
about you.
and because
in
it's
this
on Game
space here,
Pass,
you can
it's
see that
definitely
the
piqued my
tracker
interest,
has,
because
the scanner
I probably
is,
wouldn't pay $70 for
noisy.
this. I don't know if it's a $70
so because
game.
you're near,
This would probably be like a $50
reactor,
game.
It's messing with your equipment, so you lose a little bit of health.
So you're going to be unaware, like, exactly where aliens are going to be coming from. Also, with these big fights kicking off, what are some of the like most effective like tactics that players could like kind of use to get those situations? Because you obviously want to kind of thin
Aliens
the board
look cool.
down at
Yeah.
times, so you can then go back to like exploring the area.
$39.99, $49.99. Yeah, around
like
that
this
price
here,
point.
you can see that, you know, there's a fight has kicked off in this space, but the player can still do a runner if they choose to. So you've always got the opportunity to like reposition and choose a best place to defend yourself. And you hear the aliens coming with a lot of notice before they actually arrive, before they start climbing down the walls and piling out of the air vents. So you've got lots of time to choose a spot
Shoot
that you
'em in the
think's
dick.
defensible. Doesn't always work.
That's very smart.
Oh.
Well, That looked pretty busy there, with lots of enemies swarming us at once. You mentioned some tactics, but I don't know if I would maybe be up to it on my own. Would it
I
be
want to
okay
play
to
Jump
ask
Space now that I have a
Benny to give me a hand
PC.
finishing those aliens
Eclipse.
off, or?
Well,
It's
one of the
still
great
early
things
access,
about
right?
all of the fights being dynamic is that if you play through with another player, you'll get a completely different experience again.
Yeah, just Bex to just
Was
be
this
making
girl
loads
here
of
last
noise,
year?
like, tracking
Did
on
she
the
have pink
aliens,
hair
and
last
having
year?
to
I kind of
clean up.
remember her
It's
as
a
having like a
disaster.
dyed hair.
Crazy. Egregious. We'll see how that goes, I bet.
It'll happen on stream.
Ben, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was always a pleasure as well.
Yeah, and remember, Alien Deathstorm drops spring 2027 as well for players.
Lots to look forward to. Yee.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy Gamescom, Ben. And for us here, this year marks 25 years of Xbox. And for many of us who have been playing since the beginning, it's a special moment. For me personally, my first ever console was the OG Xbox that I got for Christmas. Back in 2003, I had Kung Fu Chaos, Project Gotham Racing, and Rayman 3. But playing Xbox games has actually helped me cultivate a whole bunch of my interests outside of gaming. The fact I was really obsessed with SSX3, the snowboarding game. So much so that I took up snowboarding in real life. So I'm very happy to be here celebrating 25 years too.
I did that as well and then went face first into a hut. It was a disaster. But you know, but
The other one has yellow hair this year? Okay.
Years, we can also look forward
So
to
it wasn't
what
her.
is to come. Like the world premieres announced today, Chosen by Odin and Dumpster Gang. Plus, with the biggest games coming to Xbox like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, Fable, EA Sports FC 27, NBA 2K 27, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6. No matter where or how you game, the best place to play is Xbox.
Now, to a throwback
Or PC.
making a comeback. This next game is sure to make fans of Persona
Uncapped
4
220
smile wide.
frames per
We've got
second.
a brand new story trailer as well as a deeper look at what fans can expect when the revival of this epic franchise
Fable's the last
drops next
one,
year.
Travis.
So
You got a
take
long
look.
way.
So, are you getting used to it out here?
This is
There isn't
Persona.
much to do compared to the big city, but there is that certain something you can't get anywhere else.
Bring you more details about the incident in Inaba, a small town shrouded in fog and mystery.
The nicest thing about this town has been the peace and quiet. And now we're gonna be the center of attention.
Police are treating this as part of a serial murder case.
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel? On a rainy night, you look into a TV that's turned off. When the clock strikes 12, someone else will appear on screen.
Really? An urban legend. Not even a kid would believe something that stupid.
The time has come to open thine eyes.
This is like Saw.
Upon power within.
So, no.
It looks like Persona.
No! Who are you?
I'm your shadow, and there's nothing about you that I don't know.
I don't believe you. You're not me! Doesn't it seem like that world in the TV has to be related to Senpai and Yamano's deaths?
Are you saying people who appear on the TV die?
Whatever's going on here, we're getting to the bottom of it.
There you go.
皆さんこんにちは。
こん
ペル
にちは
ソナスタジオゼネラルプロデューサーの和田和久です。先ほどご覧いただいたストーリートレーラーではペルソナ4リバイバルの新たな姿をご紹介しました。
I never played any of these
本
games.
作は静かな地方都市を舞台に連続殺人事件とそこで次第に明らかになっていく隠された真実を追い求める物語です。しかしペルソナ4は単に事件の真相を追うだけの作品ではありません。その根底にあるのは人と人とのつながり、自分自身についての真実を見つけていくこと、 そしてそうした絆の中で紡がれていく人間ドラマを描いた物語です。
Someone in town is definitely kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
これらの対比こそがペルソナ4を特別な作品にしています。明るく青春に満ち、思わず笑みがこぼれるような親しみやすさや人との距離の近さを感じたかと思えば、次の瞬間には不穏な空気に包まれることもあります。稲葉の温かな日常があるからこそ、事件の謎はより強く心に迫ります。そしてその事件を取り巻く闇が深いからこそ、仲間と過ごす何気ない日々がよりかけがえのないものとして感じられるのです。シリーズ未経験の方にとっても、本作はペルソナというシリーズを最も象徴的に体験できる作品の一つです。地方都市で高校生活を送り、人々との出会い、関係を築きながら一日一日をどのように過ごすかを選択していく。そして日常の裏側にはテレビの中に広がるもう一つの世界が存在しています。そこで仲間との絆が力となって、自らを支える大きな武器となります。
Trust me, we know you can push your limits.
日常と非日常を行き来するこの構造はですね、ペルソナシリーズの核となる要素です。そしてペルソナ4ではその体験がさらに深い謎と結びついています。
It's the picture we took the other day with all the other part-timers.
この物語が描いているのは、人が心の奥に隠しているもの、目を背け続けているもの、そしていつか隠し続けることのできなくなった真実と向き合う瞬間です。こうしたテーマこそが今なお多くの方々に愛され続けている理由の一つだと思います。ペルソナ4リバイバルの開発を始めるにあたって、私たちが最も大切にしたことの一つは、オリジナル版で多くの方が感じてくれたあの空気感を守ることでした。静かな田舎町稲葉の佇まい、仲間たちとの何気ない会話が紡ぐ穏やかな日常、そして少しずつ真相へ迫っていくミステリーらしい緊張感、そうした要素こそがペルソナ4の核となるものです。
And once you start playing the game, you're like, oh, that's actually pretty good. But they didn't do a very good job of it. Unfortunately, Xbox didn't do a good job of explaining stuff in the past either. And look what happened. That's what happens. When you have to market something, you have to do it correctly. If you don't do it correctly, you fail. You fail. People didn't like the game because of reasons.
It's a shadow. Let's get it.
リマスターがオリジナルの魅力をそのまま現代に届けるものだとすれば、リメイクはその魅力を受け継ぎながら現代のプレイヤーにふさわしい体験として新たに蘇らせるものと言えるでしょう。私たちが目指したのはペルソナ4ならではの魅力を大切に守りながら、現代のペルソナシリーズが持つ表現力や遊びやすさによって本作を新たに蘇らせることでした。そのため、ゲームプレイそのものも現代のプレイヤーに合わせて進化させています。ユーザーインターフェースの改善やバトルテンポの最適化、ダンジョン探索の快適性向上など、ゲーム全体をよりスムーズで遊びやすいものへと磨き上げました。
If I say a game sucks and you like the game, that doesn't change anything.
初めて稲葉を訪れる人にも、久しぶりにこの街へ帰ってくる人にも、自然とこの世界に引き込まれるような体験をお届けしたいと考えています。
A music video, if I watch a video game play, if it doesn't hook me, that's not on me, that's on them.
ドラマチックなシーンだけでなく、仲間たちと過ごす何気ない日常も非常に重要な要素。仲間同士の他愛ない会話、少し気まずさを感じるやり取り、そして突然訪れる緊張や恐怖、そうしたさまざまな感情の移り変わりをより自然に、より身近に感じていただけるよう一つ一つ丁寧に表現しています。
Yeah, but Shadow, people are giving it shit because of the 30 frames per second. Meanwhile, other games come out at 30 frames per second and they have no fucking issue.
さらにカメラワークや演出にも細かな調整を加え、何気ない日常のワンシーンであっても登場人物たちの感情がより豊かに伝わるように磨き上げました。ペルソナ4ならではの温かな人間ドラマを大切にしながら、キャラクターたちをこれまで以上に身近に感じていただける作品へと生まれ変わっています。
You're me, and I'm you. When you get down to it, all of this is me.
ペルソナシリーズにおいて音楽は単なる BGM ではありません。作品の空気感を生み出し、物語を彩り、プレイヤーの皆さんの記憶に残るペルソナを語る上で欠かせない存在です。
Yeah, the story of the combat was great, Warner. It's the end game that sucked because they wanted to make it a live service game and then took it out at the very last second, which then hurt the game itself because of the way the systems were with the actual gear.
その魅力を損なうことなく、オリジナル版への敬意を大切にしながらサウンド制作に取り組みました。原作楽曲の魅力を受け継ぎながら、ボーカル曲やバトル曲をはじめ全楽曲を現代の表現に合わせて丁寧にリファインしています。さらに本作のために数多くの新曲も制作しました。懐かしさと新しさ、そのどちらも感じていただけるサウンドをお楽しみいただければと思います。
Yeah, but it wasn't a live service game. It was a live service game before in development, but they took the live service aspect out of it. The problem with Gotham Knights is that the armor system, the weapon system, whatever, was still left over in there from a live service game.
最後になりますが、本作がペルソナシリーズを初めて遊ぶ方には日常と非日常が交錯するペルソナならではの魅力を余すことなく体験していただけると思っています。そしてすでに稲葉市をよく知っている皆さんにも知り尽くしていると思ってたこの街にですね、まだまだ新たな発見や驚きが待っていることを感じていただけるはずです。ぜひペルソナ4リバイバルで霧に隠されたその真実を確かめてみてください。 Who's on air?
Now, there are few games more synonymous with beautiful environments, immersive puzzles, and fluid combat than Tomb Raider. And as someone who has played Tomb Raider Legend, Underworld, Anniversary, the original, etc., so much that I can still recite a bunch of the cutscenes from memory, I am particularly excited to be talking about this next chapter in the legendary franchise. Here with an extended look at the mysteries of Peru in the new Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, please welcome Crystal Dynamics Experience Director Jeff Adams and Flying Wild Hogs Art Director Arek Tomaszewski. Welcome,
You're going to show some gameplay?
How are you? How's your Gamescom going?
Awesome, so far so good.
Yeah,
good.
Fantastic. I couldn't ask for more.
Awesome. I mean, I am so excited, as you can maybe tell, to see what you've got for us today. So set us up, set the scene. What can we look to expect from the gameplay?
So today we're going to be taking a nice in-depth look at Peru. This is Lara when she is on the hunt for the tomb of Qualapec, and so she has to engage with this iconic location, but it really shows how we are putting reimagining at the forefront to make sure we're preserving familiarity, but at the same time introducing new challenge.
Yeah. Now, Jeff, you literally just said reimagining versus like a remake or remaster. Can you tell me a little bit about what that means to your team as well as for the players?
Absolutely. In a nutshell, reimagining means preserving the things that make those iconic locations recognizable.
Are they making a TV series
we
for
want to make sure
Amazon
that we're
as well for Tomb Raider?
That core DNA, but we also want to make sure that we're finding new ways
to
introduce new challenge,
They got,
new
what's her name,
surprise,
Sophie,
new delight for our players. And so therefore, if you're a new fan who's never played before, you come in and you just see a really cool game experience. But if you're a fan who's played before, like yourself, we want you to come in and actually have that first play experience all over again.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
no, they are. Is it a film or a TV series, Salty?
Basically, what we've got from the original one are a bunch of memories.
Yeah.
So we want to recreate those memories for the new players and just bring more people in and create
TV
those
show?
new unbelievable stories for them as well.
That sounds so good. Can we dig like a tiny bit deeper into your answers as well?
Sure.
How important, or maybe even how challenging was it to strike that balance between nostalgia as well as new exciting experiences for new players?
It's a delicate balance, and I like to say it's a combination of an exciting opportunity to get a chance to get under the hood and really kind of see what we can do, but it's also an incredible responsibility because we know that there are people that have so many strong memories. Like Lara's become so part of people's personas in a lot of ways that we want to make sure that we're really making sure that those fans are seen, but at the same time we're also giving them the chance to actually experience
That's true,
something
Jason,
new with the character.
because Guardians of the Galaxy got shit on,
seriously,
Marvel
and
Midnight
everything
Suns
we
got
change
shit on,
or everything we modify,
Gotham
we
Knights
do
got
because
shit
we feel
on,
like it's
all because of
basically what
Marvel's
the
Avengers.
original developers
Very
of the
true.
game probably were getting at, but they were just constrained by the tools of their time.
And Suicide Squad.
Have you found the same experience
Suicide
Irish,
Squad.
as well? The
Yeah,
design
4
looks
years.
incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
of
what we wanted
shitty
to do, for
people
example,
shitting
with
on
art, we wanted to
superhero
bring
games
back the
because
same
of Marvel
color palette.
Rivals.
So like when
I'm
you
sorry,
squeeze your
Marvel
eyes,
Avengers.
you can see the the original game, and just bring this subconscious idea throughout the game. But also we want to keep the key elements from the original one. So we're trying to be, like Jeff said, being super respectful to the OG, but then bring our own flavor to it as well.
Okay, I can't wait to spin my eyes then and look at the game. That's so smart. I never thought about that before. Well, can we take a wee look and see what it's all about then? What you guys have been up to?
We will allow it.
Thank you. And here she is. Oh, such swagger she's got.
Yeah, you see that familiar silhouette come into the light, and you just instantly get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up.
I mean,
Didn't
speaking
happen.
about hairs on your neck, this
Didn't happen.
looks
Sorry.
absolutely incredible. Eric, talk
It looks
to
good,
us
but I didn't
about-
get my hair sticking up on the back of my neck.
And congratulations to you, the whole team.
Yeah, it's the team's work, but what we're trying to do is being authentic to the place that we are bringing people in, because basically
Character
Lara
model
Croft
so
is
far
archaeologist,
body-wise
so
looks
the
good.
places she discovers and she explores, they need to be real. So in this example, we dive deep into Incan culture and architectures in Peru, and also the plants and everything, with the idea of bringing back the original feeling. So we've done what we could with we've been authentic to the Peruvian culture, but also we bring, it's a game, so we want to make it fun and beautiful.
Yeah, it's really.
I like the Tomb Raider series. I like from the OG
COD
Tomb
puzzle
Raider
is such an
to the
iconic
remakes they
part of that
did
game.
10
I'm
years
gonna say
ago.
Iconic a lot because we are dealing
It's
with an
true.
icon.
Yeah.
So, but let's say they're memorable water cooler moments that people remember so well. But in a modern gaming sense, like we have we have an ability to create a higher believability sense of immersion. And so when we really kind of step back and we look at it for what it is and how we try to make the gameplay feel naturally seated and believable in the world, but just slightly out of place, like why does this exist?
They
It
better
sparks the
not
feeling of curiosity.
have her talk out
And
loud.
Curiosity
Did I
combined with
try pulling
exploration
this thing?
is like what Tomb Raider is at a core.
Maybe I should look at the
And
cliff side.
We get it on screen and we hopefully make people happy with it.
Yeah, but also when you look on the cock puzzle, we wanted to make a sense why it's there. So we created a whole narration around it. Like we created this culture that's
Maybe
has
if I push the
ceremony of
rock.
bringing the cocks
Like if they
together
do
to
shit like
open
that.
the gate to Tomb of Qualopec.
Like, let me figure it out.
So it was really fun to just build the whole structures and logic
Yeah,
and the
maybe
whole
if I jump
system,
over there.
why it would be there and how it
Let me
works.
try swimming in the water. Like
here's
who
a
the fuck are
perfect
you
example
talking
of
to?
curiosity on display. Like Lara gets a beautiful pencil dive into the water after dislodging the roots. But
10 all round, by the way.
oh,
10.
yeah, awesome. But along the way, she's like, wait a minute, I see something out of the corner of my eye. The player drives in and they come into this new space. You may have never missed this unless
That was an interesting
or
effect
may
they were
have
doing
seen it
there
if you
underneath
had
the
not
water,
taken a
looking up
chance to
through
actually
it.
Just look around for a beat.
She
I mean,
is
speaking about
she
looking
is
around,
wet.
is there maybe particular details that you guys are
How fast does
really
she dry off?
proud of, or that you
'Cause
want
everything she's
players
wearing
to
is
really
darker now
notice
because
in
she's wet.
the environment of the game?
From an environmental perspective, for me, was the most important. I want people to immerse in a game, and I don't want to break this immersion, so I wanted to build everything with the logic. So everything, all the mechanisms, all the puzzles, they need to be there for a reason. And me and our team
I like what
we
he's
really
saying.
worked really hard to make sure that every single puzzle, every single obstacle that Lara meets, it makes sense. So like when you dive deep into the environment, into the world that we are playing, it's there because I want to build it, not because the game requires it to.
And we
I like that.
And we don't want the environment to feel like it's a heritage site. I mean, we're in the wild. This is a lost city, lost to time that we are discovering. And as a result, we have the opportunity to kind of do some storytelling tricks where we can actually say, hey, this is a culture that evolved in isolation.
She is talking out loud. I can hear
So
her
how
a
do you
little bit in the
preserve what
background.
we know about Incan culture, but at the same time, give it a uniqueness to say, hey, it's unmistakably Tomb Raider, but it's that way because they just
I think
evolved in
Amazon owns
isolation
it,
for a
Duplas.
while. And when you play the game, you're going to find out why.
Yeah.
Sick. And then you can have a lot of fun with the overgrown aesthetic, as well as obviously some of the dirt that Lara's picked up as she's traversing through these environments. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of just making sure that the environment
happens
feels like
to
you
fit
are the
perfectly
person
there.
who discovered the first in a very, very long time, because that's what she does, and we want to make sure that that's how it feels as well.
Yeah, and Lara's she's not a delicate flower. She looks good, but she is going to get her hands dirty. She's going to dig in.
Heck yeah.
She's going to go anywhere, and she's going to follow her instincts, similar to how she's doing here. She's like, I need that cog to get that puzzle moving. I found one, but that has opened up the path to somewhere else. So curiosity is driving her. You're going to be along, helping her find that way, and we get into beautiful traversal.
I shouldn't be helping her find her way. I should be her
Laura's
finding the way.
Her
Does that make
abilities,
sense?
her athleticism is on full display
Right?
in these moments.
I am Lara when I play this game.
She's at her peak.
I'm not controlling
Now,
Lara.
The puzzles,
I am
like
Lara.
you mentioned, they are such an iconic part of Tomb Raider for me as well. There's so many that I remember from Greece, Egypt, all of the levels. Can you go a little bit deeper about how you've evolved them for Legacy of Atlantis?
Similar to when we talked about reimagining, it's about saying, hey, this puzzle as it existed, what was the original intent here? And if that intent is something that we are like, hey, that's a really strong guiding principle, how do we take that and make it the ultimate version
Damn,
of what
she's got
it
good
intends to
vertical
be?
there.
Sometimes that means sticking very
Holy
close to the
shit, you see
formula.
that jump?
Sometimes it means deviating into another area, but we do so in a way that's
She
very
doesn't skip
thoughtful
leg
and very
day,
precise,
that's for sure.
because we never want to make it feel like we're ignoring the
Holy,
history of this
okay.
adventure.
I was like,
that
there's no
we're
way she's gonna
reimagining.
make
We want it
that.
to feel like it's the re-debut of this game, and so adding new details like giving her gear items that allow her to extract more lore from the world, preserving some of those classic abilities like push-pull,
I love
traversal
it.
being fluid
Is there,
and dynamic.
I'm assuming
We'll
there's
get
still
into combat
fighting
a
going
little
on in
bit
this game,
later,
right?
But these are all just Tomb Raider things at the core.
Amazing.
Yeah, but just going back to the scanner thing, like you can use a scanner if you are a fan and just want to, like Jeff said, dig deep into the lore. You can scan things and find out more, but you can also use the scanner as a clue.
Yeah,
to
the waterfall
puzzles.
does look weird.
It gives you clues if you want to. If you don't want to, you can just play it your way.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's us trying to be sensitive to the players, because there are those that want to have this full breadth
It almost
of
looks like
systems,
a-
but we
like
also
silk.
have our hardcore players that are like, I want 2 pistols and no help.
Hey, look, no yellow
and
paint.
we're accommodating them as well.
Yeah, I love that. Giving players way more choice and following their lead as well. That's so cool. It sounds like you guys have done a lot of research as well and really respected a lot of the environments that you're talking about in real life, as well as creating a more fantasy realm for Lara to explore. That sounds sick.
I mean, the research is a massive part of what we've been doing, because the cultures that we've been working on recently is Incans, ancient Greece, Egypt, and we want to be respectful to those cultures and to the history that they have.
Oh,
and
something
also
like
for the
Ubisoft
players to
didn't
feel
do.
like they are actually archaeologists, not just playing the game. So that's why we've done so much research.
And when we decided to partner with the Hogs on this game, co-develop it together, we knew that they were also fans of the game. I think Maddie is actually one of the designers on the
Matty, yeah.
So like we've got a designer on the team who literally used to make Tomb Raider levels for fun.
Yeah.
And he's
No way!
really well known in the community. So these are real fans that are making the game.
Wow.
But at the same time, we're also, we have a luxury of very talented developers who ask the right questions, who push in the right places to make sure we get really cool stuff that's fun to play
I hope
on
they
screen.
don't, Jason.
And watching this whole process unfold over the last few years has just been a treat
If there's
as a developer.
let me put it this way:
bet.
if there's an
That's so
option in the
special.
game that does let you
What
do
we're
that, if
seeing
people
here
want
is
that extra
Lara
help, cool.
movement in full
But it
action
should be
there. She's
opted
got
in,
a lot
not
of swagger,
automatic,
like I
right?
said, she's got
Opt out.
C's looking. Can you talk to me a little bit about some of the innovations?
Like, put it in the
that
accessibility
Lara's
as of
movement can
give
be
me hints
experienced
after a
in
certain
Legacy
period of time or
Atlantis
something like
and,
that, you know?
How it'll feel for players to play as her.
What we hope is it feels familiar. We hope that you can pick up the sticks and you're like, wow, this is like putting on an old pair of shoes that are super comfortable. But at the same time, we've given her a couple of more tricks that she can use to help navigate the world, such as her grapple cuff that can give her some unique abilities to interact with objects, to use it to navigate. Those little touches are additive and are meant to enhance the experience while still preserving that original intent.
Very cool.
But that cog puzzle, I mean, she basically knew she needed to find it. She used her instinct. She moved upwards through this beautiful little pocket city that was adjacent to this temple. Discovered
yellow
things
paint.
about it
There's
along
no
the
yellow
way.
paint.
Got inside, found this beautiful water clock whose purpose is unknown,
Yeah.
She gets it.
Look at her
and
go.
look at this.
There she is. That's Lara, baby. Oh my gosh.
Lara never comes in through the front door, and she never
Yes.
leaves without style.
Heyo.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, we've got this beautiful landscape around us. The environment art is stunning.
I know.
I mean,
incredible.
I mean, we try to
Swan dive.
When you play in this game, like we want you to explore and just enjoy exploring the environment, apart of doing everything else. Like if you just want to walk around and want to figure out what was actually happening in this place and how what the people were doing there hundreds of years ago, you can do so. And just working on all those vistas, it's just so awesome. Like our teams put so much heart and passion into building the vistas like this.
Look at that. This is one of my favorite
Cinema,
favorite
guys.
moments is the postcard shots where you're alone in the wilderness. You can hear the birds chirping, the leaves rustling. There's no time clock. We want people to slow down when they play the game. We want them to say, take it in, enjoy it.
I would assume
You
that
don't
it's like
have
the
to
original
speedrun
one,
it, but
Water.
if you're listening and you do, let us know what your time is because we'll keep track. But that's great. It's the type of audience that we have. You know, we have people that want to challenge themselves to move through the experience as fast as they can, and those that want to sightsee. And the game just is welcoming to all.
I'll be sightseeing for sure. I've got tears in my eyes. I'm not even joking. That is absolutely incredible. Wow. I wanted to go back a little bit and talk a little bit more about Lara's toolkit and how that's evolved here. So we have mentioned her grapple hook, we saw the scanner in action
Jay?
as well. How is that really going to affect
what a great fucking
the
actor he
gameplay
was.
for players, and what other tools has she got up her sleeve?
Well, we've got like you said, the two items that we've already discussed.
Nice.
And as Arik mentioned, the scanner has some dual functionality. It can not only give you some hints that are optional if you don't want to engage with it, but it also gives you some world lore. But on top of
this
that,
is
we've
total
got some
4 hours.
things under the hood in our PDA that we can use.
Yeah,
to
it's basically like the first one. It's not like the one that came out 10 years ago.
Equip her in a certain
This is more
way to
puzzle
help
than
meet
action
challenges
adventure.
as you face them.
This is
We've got
puzzle
our
adventure.
crafting system because we want to make sure that, finding med packs
in the middle of the jungle.
It's
cool.
A little bit old school, yeah.
in a tomb 10,000 years old, has lucky that there's a first aid kit
What
here.
do you mean? They're not there all the time?
No,
What the heck?
so we were like, how do we make this still feel like Tomb Raider, but at the same time, like, not break immersion? And so that's where crafting is a perfect add-on addition to it. It lets her scavenge the world for resources, use her knowledge and her ability.
Maybe there is action later. This is just a puzzle zone that they're showing us.
She can use recipes to provide certain gameplay buffs that are going to help give her short-term.
The
water doesn't look bad there.
And you can just play the old school way, dual pistol all the way through with healing items if you want.
If you want to put your heads down and power through it, you can do it. But these things are available to you, and we think they're fun to engage with.
Amazing.
The Tomb of Qualipec waterfall gate
Couldn't I
is
just
opened.
Done it.
Couldn't I have
Now
just
here we're advancing
went
to
through
a
the
little bit
waterfall?
later in the game.
Yeah.
We're now just on the cusp of a very
Well, no, the last one, Jay.
memorable
The
first
remake of the
encounter. So,
last
folks,
Tomb
hold on,
Raider
here we go.
was like
I remember this,
Michael
I
Bay
think.
action.
But we got to do it with style.
Yes! I'm so worried you were going to include a swan dive. That's so sick. She's so cool.
I like what they're
Early
doing
stages
with
of
the
project, we were
underwater
like,
bit.
Hey, if we're really going to do this, we want to represent Lara in a way that she's fully recognizable. And part of that is the acrobatics. Lara without the acrobatics is still cool Lara, but not classic Lara. And here, they're on full display, but what I hope people appreciate is that there's more grounding, more believability to it in how she moves. She's still having fun, but...
It's synonymous to her, but yeah.
I think she looks
like
good.
you mentioned, the more grounded when she was kicking the cog puzzle, that looked sick. It was so cool,
Yep.
but yeah.
Those little interactive moments add a sense of cinematic spectacle time to time, which is nice. It allows the game to still
Jay
feel like a
Breezy
summer
said it.
blockbuster.
Yeah. And speaking of, hello. Who are these guys? I don't know. The Raptor design was
How you getting out of
really
this,
cool,
Laura?
Arik, as well.
Brilliant.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I love
There you
the
go.
addition
Guns
of the
a-blazing.
feathers.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to keep the red color, which you remember from the original one.
So, see, she's got
but
unlimited
obviously
ammo.
Our knowledge about the dinosaurs
Unlimited ammo.
evolved so much since 1996.
Here's the thing, they said how we don't want to find med packs in the middle of
So we kept the color
of an old village, but she's got unlimited guns.
Make it unique for the legacy.
Make it make sense, chat.
Nice.
And their
We want to
combat
make
has
sure
been,
everything's
like,
realistic and
dramatically
keeps it
overhauled.
grounded.
They're no longer just charging at you and just taking bullets. They're thinking, they're evading. You have the ability to use the health reticle when in aim down sight to be able to kind of assess where they're at so you can target your shots. And with Lara's combat, Love seeing the axe make a little appearance. Utility gear for the win. But when she's actually in combat, she's got a loop of, assessing the situation, responding, and then moving to make sure she can then reassess. And Lara's always in motion. Her combat is fluid, it's organic, but at the same time, it helps her kind of overcome challenges and get the upper hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to keep moving all the time. It's like a dance for them.
Yeah.
How many bullets you putting in them?
You can see a little blue dot on the bottom, which enables you to
like
go into the focus mode, which slows down time, which is one of my favorite features in our game.
For sure.
Yeah, when that fills up, she can go into hyper focus, slow down time, and really pull off those precision shots.
The reason I'm criticizing them is they just went through 15 minutes of talking about how realism they want to make things be, and yet you have unlimited ammo. Make it make sense.
Boss fight here as well as the other ones in Atlantis. How was that?
I don't care if the original was like that. They just had a whole thing where you're not going to find a med pack in the middle of the
long time to just make sure it's perfect from our perspective,
ruins.
And we were trying
because
to be
we have to make it feel
the OG one. The moment when
real.
she's coming out like throughout the corner and you see the T-Rex. We couldn't do exactly this, but we wanted to have the same emotions when people see her for the first time, and then just working on a design, it was such a blast.
Yeah. And when you see her, it's like she still has some of those classic DNAs. She's got that beautiful green with that yellow pockets under her eyes, but we've also got some added elements in the feathers that also provide a little bit more of a reason of, she's in a geothermal valley. I mean, she's going to have a little bit of plumage that feels like it matches that environment, and it just gives her this really recognizable signature look.
I just love that we
I don't care that you're fighting dinosaurs either, Water.
So
I'm going based on what the guy said. They want realism, and they want the certain things to be real, but then you have unlimited ammo. I'm just saying.
And like chocolate
it's contradictory to what you just said.
Getting these two back together again. And seeing it like never presented before. So
T-Rexes love Lara. I love that as well. With the T-Rex and again other iconic bosses, what are you guys hoping that resonates with players, or what are you hoping that the experience from them comes across?
Yeah, no, we can take it or leave it. No, I'm kidding. We absolutely want people to be engaged. We want them to be pulled in. We want them to
have fun.
We want them to feel like they're being put onto a cinematic thrill ride when we are ready to do
I like
that.
I like the one that came out like 10 years ago. We played them all.
When we're not in that moment, they get to ramp down, explore.
Laura was a psychopath in that game.
Put out there for them to
yeah, but it's also so much fun to recreate, like reimagine these things with the technology that we have now. And we can build a lot on the top of it with so much more narration. It's just so much fun to work on it. And hopefully people will feel it when they play it.
Yeah, I cannot wait to play it as well. Guys, I'm really honored about speaking to you, seeing all of that footage. So thank you so much for joining us. Can we go check out the booth here at Gamescom as well? I want to see that big T-Rex. Okay, let's do it. Guys, thank you so much
You're missing the point just enough.
Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis.
You're missing the point.
When it launches on Xbox Series X and S on February 12th, 2027, 2 days before Lara's birthday, isn't it? And it's Xbox Play Anywhere. Buy it once and play it across Xbox console and Windows PC. Pre-order now. Plus, if you pre-order the deluxe or collector's edition like me, get ready to play a full 48 hours early starting February 10th. Now guys, there is still a whole lot more coming up here on the Xbox at Gamescom broadcast, including Mega Man Dual Override, Forza Horizon 6, and
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's another 2 hours.
The full demo that they're featuring right here in the Fable Theater on the show floor. Heroes, wit, Power Stone, combat, and more. I'm simply chuffed. Now then, if ridding an alien planet of its most menacing habitats with a rig full of futuristic weaponry and S-tier teamwork is your idea of a good time, have I got a game for you? Check this out.
In Exterminus,
PC, yes.
Every contract
PlayStation,
begins on a frontier that's equal parts breathtaking and barely holding together. You'll gear up aboard the rig, meet your crew, and choose the tools that fit your playstyle. Then it's time to drop in and get to work. The ecosystem is alive. Creatures hunt, feed, adapt, and push back against your every move.
This actually looks pretty fun. We really showed it yesterday.
The tools you use do more than deal damage. They're built to create opportunities, reward teamwork, and let your crew shape the battlefield.
I like this.
It's controlled chaos. And when things get heated, cool them down.
Exterminats, I think this is called.
Clearing pests is only part of the job. Success comes from working together.
3-player co-op, yeah.
While one exterminaut gets the facility back online, the rest of the crew holds the line and keeps the site secure.
Got a couple of today. Gross. Just such grass. That's exactly it. All turn. I like the weapons that you're using.
Hard work has a way of attracting the biggest pests around.
Yeah, No Man's Sky meets Helldivers.
And even then, the contract isn't finished until everyone makes it home. Call in your ride, defend the extraction zone, and earn your pay.
Uh-oh, it's an extraction.
Because in Exterminats, the best jobs are the ones you survive together.
Magic and Melee take center stage in Warlock, a brand new third-person
they're not even showing it.
adventure set in the D&D
They're going straight
universe.
from that to this.
And
okay.
bringing this character to life is none other than Maggie. Maggie Robertson, how you doing? AKA
Hello.
Tasha.
Yes, hello. That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
What would you say is the real essence of playing something like Tasha?
Tasha's fun. She's very fun. She's kind of like our weird dark fairy godmother in the game. She will make all of your darkest dreams come true, but there will be a cost.
Well, is there more to her than meets the eye? Because you said a fairy godmother type. Now, many people could interpret that in different ways.
I agree.
So tell me a bit more deeper about Tasha.
Hopefully we learn more about it. But it does seem very generic.
And charismatic. Mm-hmm. And so she has kind of this magnetism that draws you in. But there is an undercurrent of danger with her because she's incredibly cunning. And she's always working towards her own ends, not yours. And you don't always know what her true goals are in the game. So you do always have to stay on your toes with her.
So I know with classes like Warlocks in D&D, typically there's often a pretty tragic way in which they come to know their patrons. So can you shed a little light on how Katya is going to
It's not an
meet
extraction
Tasha?
game, Dupas.
Indeed I can.
Settle down.
The
co-op shooter at the end of the match.
Searching
you
for someone, and that
leave
search
the planet.
brings her
it's
to
not
Tasha
an extraction game.
in order to get what she wants.
Now you've obviously played many characters before in various fantasy settings, but was there anything in particular that was a bit more challenging about playing someone like Tasha?
I think the challenge of Tasha is that she is so cunning, and she is always planning 10 steps ahead of everybody else in the room.
So
why are we seeing the same cutscene over and over?
So having to hold all of that
show the
within
gameplay
you
that they showed
any
yesterday.
team that you're in, and always know that there's something else that she is negotiating. Even if you think you're negotiating this, you're actually negotiating about this.
Obviously, being a huge fan of D&D as well, right? So, and you've played Orin the Red, incredibly vicious, devious, pretty nasty character.
She's something.
So, are there any parallels in that kind of excitement you had when you got to play Orin, and now you get to sort of re-enter the universe now in Warlock?
tons of excitement to re-enter the universe. D&D is so fun because you can be anything you want to be, do anything you want to do. So I genuinely love D&D. I love to play with my friends, and
it's kind of weird that D&D is making a game.
Being able to be
I'm just putting that out there.
That also
they make a game, and you can't customize your character.
Fun. How many times can I say fun in one interview? Fun.
Seems a little weird, right?
It's very fun.
I understand they made other games in the past,
before, but if
you're playing an action-adventure game,
what was your question?
You would think you would be able to create your character in a D&D game.
Playing a character like Orin, being such a D&D fan, was that mirrored in then having the opportunity to re-enter D&D again as now?
Oh, absolutely. But also, like, Tasha's an iconic D&D character, and that comes with a decent amount of stress and scariness and, oh God, what have I done? Can I pull this off? I think every time I get booked on something, I have a minute of panic of like, oh God, and now I have to do it.
I mean, people are committing their entire lives to a patron, so yeah, that's a lot of weight on your shoulder.
Yeah, the least I could do is try.
Yeah. Well, Maggie, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for just voicing so many incredible characters. But next up, we're actually heading over to the world of Mega Man and Twinkle Girl, which is just an incredible sentence to
the
say out
character
loud.
that's the main character, Water,
Benny,
is
see what's up with that.
The witch she was, or the warlock she was
They're
talking
called fan
about.
favorites
Your
for
character is
reason,
not
and
a main
this next game
character.
can certainly claim that title, and
It's
here
the
to
main
show
character
off
for this
gameplay
game.
to the newest entry to the beloved franchise, Mega Man Dual Override. Please welcome game producer Hiroyuki Minamatani and game director Shinya Ikuta.
Hello everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi.
Welcome. Now, we're going to hop straight into some gameplay. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to play?
These last three are going real fast. You know why? Free up some time so they can show more stuff about Fable.
ティンクルガール以外のステージは伏せられています。でもう本来は全ての8体のボスから1体を選んで好きなステージを選んで攻略するのがロックマンらしさであります。
Mega Geometry,
Today
man.
we're playing from the Gamescom
Nice one.
build that we have here.
5
So we
points
only
to
have
Astra.
one stage available. When the full game comes out, you'll be able to choose from 8 different stages.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Doug. So we've got Twinkle Girl as well, which I know is one of the new robot masters.
で、Twinkle Girl は新ボスっていう認識で正しいです。
あ、そうです。
Yes, she is a new boss for this game.
じゃあ早速選んでみましょうか。
All right, let's get started.
はい。
So, can you tell us a little bit about the 3 stages that we have, which is new?
はい。で、ステージ3つのエリアがあることについて少し説明していただけます？
はい。今回は3ステージ構成になってて、ステージが進むごとにだんだん難しくなっていきます。で、最後にボスが待ち受けています。
All right, so every stage in the game will have 3 separate areas, and as you progress through each of them, they'll become more and more difficult. The robot master for each of those stages will be waiting for you in the 3rd area.
Okay, amazing. Should we hop in and see what we have on offer?
じゃあ始めましょうか。
はい。では最初のステージを選んでいきます。はい。
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Okay, amazing. So we've got 3 chips here. Can you tell us what this feature is?
で、そのチップについて少しでも説明していただけます？
はい。チップをセットすることでロックマンを強化することができるんですけども、今回は3種類のチップセットを用意しました。
Okay, Mega Man is able to equip a variety of chips throughout the game that'll add a variety of abilities to him. For the Gamescom show floor demo, we have 3 chips available to players.
Okay, amazing. And what's the first one that we're going to use?
で、今日最初に使うのはどちらでしょうか？
一番上の防御サイズのチップセットを選びます。
I'm assuming this is coming out on
so first
Nintendo
we're
as
going to be
well.
using one that's a little bit more of a defensive chip.
Okay, nice. Let's see it in action.
はい、じゃあ。
Let's start.
Did he just speak English? He's like, yeah, let's start.
この3つのチップセットは体
You
験
know how
版
to
だ
speak
けの
English this
特別
entire
な仕
time?
様で、製品版ではユーザーが組み合わせて使うことができます。
All right, so for the Gamescom demo, we only have 3 chips available. Once the full game comes out, players will have a very wide variety of chips to be able to use for a variety of skills.
Oh, amazing. Oh, we can see it here right there, so it's going to help block those abilities, right?
I swear to God, when I was a kid, this is the way I visioned Mega Man. Like the graphics like this. This is what my head thought we saw, but we obviously we didn't see
You
this.
can actually turn it off at any point in time too.
So I'm guessing that's going to create a skill curve for players.
まあ多分プレイヤーにとってはそのシールドの使い方はやっぱり戦略が必要ですよね。
はい、そうです。
Yeah, so some strategy will be involved, of course, in the use of the shield.
Amazing. Also, something to point out is like when damaging the enemies, we're seeing a lot of that like graphical effects to those, aren't we?
やっぱり敵にはダメージを与えるときにはその傷がついたりマークがつきますよね。
はい。だんだん 黒くなっていくというか、ちょっと
No,
トゲ
the
が発生して、
graphic-wise,
ダメー
though,
ジ表現が分かりやす
The
くなってい
graphic
ます。
wise.
Yeah, so with each enemy, as you damage them more and more, you'll start to see them kind of develop damage and
Not the
scars and that
style
sort of
game,
thing. And
the
as it becomes
style of
darker,
the
it's clear
actual-
that they're getting closer to being killed.
When we had the little
amazing.
8-bit Nintendo
As we progress through
version,
the level as
this is
well,
what I thought.
We're noticing
like,
a lot of
we
familiar
saw.
enemies from that people will recognize from the previous games. Right? Can you tell us a little bit about that and how you balanced it in this game?
はい、ステージが進行につれて、お馴染みの敵と新規の敵が登場するんだけれども、そのバランスを取るにはどのように
That's why I said. That's why I said more. I think that if this is coming out for Nintendo, it's going to be a big hit on that. As far as like Xbox or PlayStation, obviously there's a couple of us out there that might like it because you played these games when you were younger. But this is a Nintendo game.
それをバランスよくセットするのが大事だと思ってます。
Yeah, so when it comes to enemies, of course, having a bit of a familiar face allows fans to have a little bit of nostalgia with the gameplay, and then introducing new enemies and whatnot will add a different level of challenge to it. So it's a good opportunity for fans to really kind of have that love of the series and some new stuff to experience and bring some challenges.
My 8-bit version looked like live action for me. That's what I'm saying. Like this is what the way I visualized it.
System. Can you tell us a little bit about that in the top left corner?
はい、で新規要素について話してるんだけど、オーバーライドについての説明少しでもいただけます？
はい、わかりました。ではまず実際に使ってみますね。ちょっとお待ちくださいね。
Alright, we'll use it in just a second.
すでに今の時点でオーバーライドゲージは溜まってます。
Alright, so at present, the override gauge is still building up.
敵を倒したり、ダメージを受けたり。
Hold on one second. I want to look up something.
能動的な行動で
I'll move that over there. Hold on one second.
And the override gauge will build up in a variety of ways, taking damage, damaging enemies, and whatnot.
How many times can you? Oh, here we go.
ではオーバーライドをして強化した状態でかっこよく
Mega Man video game franchise has sold a total of 44 million units worldwide as of May of 2026.
Wow. Destroyed. Amazing, and that's our first level stage complete.
Yeah. それエリア1完成ですね。
あ、そうです。
Yes.
Amazing. Now, one thing as well with that override system, how many times are they able to charge it?
でそのオーバーライドのゲージは何回まで蓄積できます？
Mega Man 11.
一定量敵を倒したりすると段階的にゲージが上がっていって3段階が最強のオーバーライド状態。
2.2 million copies.
The override gauge has 3 phases to
in
it,
2018.
And as
That's the
you hit
last
each of those
one
kind of levels, you'll be able to
came
build
out.
it up for stronger attacks as you go. So once you get that third tier, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, as we just saw, it just destroyed them. So we're going to try the second chip now.
Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection came out in 2020. That's sold 1.6 million total across the entire
this time around, we're going to be doing more of an offensive chip.
DS, PlayStation 4, Steam, Switch, and Xbox One.
What is the difference between the weapon chip and the shield chip that we saw in the first area?
The weapon chip と shield chip の違いは何でしょうか？
This game also didn't cost them $100 million to make. You know what I'm saying?
So one big difference that players will notice is that once you have the weapon chip equipped, you'll be able to charge automatically rather than holding down the attack button.
通常はこうボタンを押さないとチャージできないんですけども、自動的にチャージされるので、ロックマンのアクションに集中しやすくなります。
Yeah, so when you're playing normally, you'd have to hold that attack button down to be able to charge your Mega Buster, but now that it's done automatically for you, you're able to focus a little bit more on Mega Man's movements and attacks.
Okay, amazing. And what might be the, as you just said there, what would be a reason for a player to choose this?
There's no way this game costs $285 million to make.
はい。で、シールドチップよりもウェポンチップを選択する理由は何かございます？
やっぱり火力でどんどん敵を倒していきたいという人に向いていると思います。
Yeah, there are some players who like to take down enemies pretty quickly, so the weapon chip is really good for those who are more of an offensive type player.
Okay, brilliant.
じゃあ次は特殊武器をお見せしたいと思います。
Also, we're going to do a quick introduction to a special weapon that is available to players in the game.
Oh.
特殊武器を使うと敵を吹っ飛ばして画面外に弾き飛ばすことが。
So with that special weapon, you can actually cause enemies to go flying off of their platforms and whatnot too.
Will players have a lot of other weapons to be able to have access to them?
でその水上のロックバスターに加えて、特別な武器いくつかあります？
通常のロックバスターに加えて
かなりありますよね。
あ、そうですね。はい、たくさんあります。
Yeah, there will be quite a few other weapons available to players outside of the standard Mega Buster.
And how are players going to gain access to those weapons?
でその特別の武器を取得するのに何が必要ですかね？
最後の、ボスを倒すことが必須条件となります。
はい。So as players defeat robot masters in every stage, they'll get a special skill from those robot masters.
I've also noticed, as you've just collected it, these screws. What are they for, and how are players going to use them?
はい、でステージにはネジも集めれるようですけれども、そのネジはどのように使います？
ネジを貯めるとショップで、チップを購入することができます。
So as players progress through the game and they collect various chips, they can actually use them to purchase additional chips throughout their gameplay experience.
Okay, amazing.
なのでネジはどんどん貯めていって自分をロックマンをどんどん強化していくことが攻略の鍵となります。
So one cool strategy about that is the more screws you collect, the more powerful Mega Man will become. So we recommend doing your best to collect them and powering.
I mean, I literally just said how many people are in.
The
last two total. 1.6 million from 2020, and the one before that was 2.2 million.
Allows players to kind of take breaks.
Right, so you're not going to have 10 million people buy this game.
Because this is Astro Man.
This is a 1 million to 2 million copies sold.
I know so many people are excited about this. Can you tell us more?
Yeah,
and I guarantee you it would sell better on Nintendo.
ロックマンのファンに喜んでもらおうと思って過去作からボスを復活させてます。他のボスも登場しますので復活しますので楽しみにしておいてください。
Alright. So as a fan service to series of the Mega Man series, we've brought back a variety of robots, robot masters. Astro Man is one of them, but there will be others besides him. So get excited.
I love seeing some of these like kind of battles that you see.
このような戦略見るのは楽しいですね。
初めのボスと違って2番目のボスなので。ちょっと歯ごたえのある難易度になっています。
それがすごく難しいです。これを避けるのが。
Rod says, "What if Gears War ED was 2D platformer? Would fans be disappointed?"
The
Yes.
boss for the second area, so it'll be a little bit more difficult than the boss we fought earlier.
So close.
This game didn't cost $350 million.
Yeah.
If you're talking about Mega Man.
やっぱりシードチップ使えばよかったかも。
まあそうですけども、僕はもう火力重視でいきます。
Alright, we're gonna do our best here.
Well, I believe.
使用される方に参考になるようなプレーを目指したいと思います。
Alright, I want to do my best to show players the best gameplay I can.
できるかな。よし、頑張ろう。
You're gonna do it flawless.
まあ今回ダメージ受けずに倒せますよ。
I think I would play that, Mr. Z. If they made a Contra-style Gears of War, I think I might play that.
And play these boss fights at the same time as well.
You believe this game costs more than Marathon? Okay, you say so.
本当はもっと上手いんですけど、喋りながらプレイするとやっぱりダメージ食らってしまいますね。
やばいですね。
Truth be told, Equinox Director is a lot better than what you're seeing right here, but it is again tricky for him to play and talk at the same time.
Oh.
Okay.
Activating that override.
じゃあオーバーライド発動ですね。
これでなんとか倒したいですが。
So close.
まだ死なないです。まだですまだ。あまり最後まで見せちゃうとね、ちょっとユーザーの楽しみもなくなるんで、次のステージに移りたいと思います。
Alright, so for the sake of the fans, let's move on to the third area and show that a little bit too.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go because the third area is where we're going to see the new robot master, Twinkle Girl.
そう3つ目のエリアで、やっぱりロボットマスターの紹介も入りますよね。
じゃあ最後のステージとなります。はい。
Yeah, this will be the last area of the Twinkle Girl stage.
じゃあこのステージのボスを紹介します。
Alright, just give a quick overview about her as we're playing through.
でチップは一番下のチップを使うんですけども、これは何も強化チップをつけてない状態のロックマンとなります。
And for this area, we're going to be using the third chip in this option here, which is to call in Rush, but it won't add any sort of power-ups to Mega Man's abilities.
どうぞ。
難易度高いけど大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫です。もう使いこなしていきますよ、もうロックマンを。はい。
Yeah, we'll do our best this one too. But yeah, meet Twinkle Girl.
ある意味縛りプレイですけどね、これね。はい、頑張ります。
Alright, let's do it.
One thing to ask as well, why was it important to evolve the Robot Master stage design for the latest entry in the series?
でなんか過去作に比べて、デュアルオーバーライドの方でステージの進行は大切にしているようですけれども、その進行はなんで大切にしてるんですか？
南さん
I can't believe you can't shoot up.
ちょっと今
Like the series is this old and you can't shoot up.
ユーザーには段階的にクリアして成長
I love
アクションとして成長する楽しみを味わってほしいなと思ってます。
That game was awesome.
One reason for the kind of progression of the stage itself is we want players to have a sense of progression and success and achievement as they've gone through the stage. So again, each area becomes more and more difficult, and so by clearing each one, there's a sense of accomplishment being able to complete it.
And how do you balance the challenge that players are going to face and then having those conveniences
His
like
arm's
checkpoints?
too heavy.
でその難易度があまり難しくならないようにどうやってバランスを取ろうとしてるんですか？
I can't lift it.
お願いします。今集中してるんですよ。もうここめっちゃむずいんで。
敵の単純に強さを上下させるだけじゃなくて、
It's definitely a,
ステージ構成や
feature,
敵の
it's
配
a
置を
choice.
調整
It's definitely a choice.
調整しながら
You can only shoot left and right.
かなり精密に調整しています。
そうですね。
Yeah, so if you think about it, obviously the enemies become more and more difficult, more powerful as you progress through the stage, but also we get more strategic with the placements of the enemies, so they're in more inconvenient places, so to speak. But again, it really gives players an ability to practice and kind of level up as they're playing through.
I love seeing how much more difficult this stage is as well compared to the other two.
やっぱり3つ目のエリア非常に難しいと見えるんですけど。
めちゃくちゃむずいです。
Yeah, it is pretty tough, isn't it?
やっぱロックマンは歯応えがすごく大事だと思っているので、はい、難しめに調整してます。
Yeah, of course, the Mega Man series itself is known for its challenge. We want to make sure we kept that.
Shooting up would be overpowered, wouldn't it?
Do you have any tips for players picking it up for the first time?
ロックマンシリーズを初めて遊ぶユーザーにとって何かアドバイスありますか？
It's crazy you can't even shoot like on a, you know what I mean, like a diagonal.
強い攻撃が
You have to jump up in the air and shoot
与えることが
across.
できるので、このボスも特殊武器が効くようになってます。
Like he can't
so
shoot
Mega Man will
diagonal.
have access to a variety of special weapons. Using those special weapons against Robot Masters will actually have some pretty extra effects on them. So we recommend picking those up and using those as well.
This fight looks so hard against Twinkle Girl.
やっぱり Twinkle Girl 戦は難しく見えるんですけど。
めちゃくちゃ難しいんで、僕はもう喋れませんね。
It is pretty tough. So Ikuta-san's gonna stop talking because it is pretty tough.
難しいですけど、攻撃パターンを見極めれば。OK。これ以上見せるとちょっとつまらなくなるので、はい、ここでやめときます。
Yeah, so of course Twinkle Girl's attack patterns and whatnot are pretty tough. We don't want to give away the strategy of how to defeat her entirely, so we're actually going to call it right here if that's okay.
I feel like that is perfectly fair because we don't want to give those secrets away. We want people to have that challenge.
You have leakers do that. You have leakers do that. You don't want the actual people to do it.
ぜひ私有できる方だけ
Give it a cyber leak. He'll leak it and let you see the ending.
Of course. Again, just think of this as a preview of what's to come.
Now, we've seen some great features. We've seen the new override abilities, the new chipsets. What else should fans be excited to see?
今日いろんな新要素を紹介してもらってますけれども、それに加えて
contaminated. We're running out of things to eat. Not me. I got my own cows.
そうですね。8体のボスまだお見せしてませんけども、非常に魅力的なキャラクターをたくさん用意しているのと、そのうちの1体はユーザーから募集をして選抜されたすごくデザインがかっこいいボスが登場しますので、それを楽しみにしてほしいです。
Alright, so within the game itself, there are 8 robot masters across the 8 stages that players will have access to. We're only revealed one so far, but one of those robot masters is actually going to be designed by a fan. We held a design contest, so that winning entry will be part of the game as a final boss.
That is amazing to see. It's like you've already got such dedicated fans to the franchise, and they're going to be absolutely buzzing to see that.
やっぱりファンの皆さんは情熱的なんですけれども、そうファンが作ったデザインをゲームに入れてやっぱり興奮感がやっぱり強くなります。興奮感。はい。
いや特にデザインした人はすごく興奮すると思います。
Yeah, especially the person who created that winning design, they're going to be super duper excited to see it in the game.
もしかするとね、スタッフロールに名前が載るかもしれませんもんね。
The winning entry is
名前が出ますから、ボスも特徴的なステージに出ますので、楽しみに発表を待っていただければと思っています。
So it's not just that Robot Master design, but the whole stage for that Robot Master will also be themed around that design itself. So it's going to be a really kind of special experience. The staff's really excited to reveal it.
Well, it seems like you shoot left or right, so I guess you defeat the boss by shooting left or right.
How that's all designed. But I'd just like to say a massive thank you for both of you, all three of you, for coming and showing us some gameplay here on the Xbox booth at Gamescom. Thank you so much for joining us.
今日のご紹介誠にありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you so much. But coming up, straight from the Xbox booth, we're getting nostalgic and celebrating 25 years and showing off some sweet new wheels coming to Forza Horizon 6. But first, a special update on first-person horror platformer coming to Xbox very soon.
Come on down today. Your Jurassic journey awaits.
Hello? Anyone here?
Sorry, kid, but what was your name?
Jordan.
I'm Stella. I need you to find Dalton.
Oh no, this isn't good.
You see, we've come across this material with some sort of organic properties.
I should have stopped a long time ago.
This is my first documented sighting of this creature.
Is that who that was?
Thing took him.
I thought he looked familiar.
Everyone. There's not a soul here.
How many of these things are there?
There are other areas that can get you back to the surface, but you gotta go deeper. suppose the only way out is through.
Don't look back! This operation must be contained. I'll find him, Stella. I will.
Alright, that looks like garbage. Terrible lizards, yeah. It's definitely terrible.
It's a partnership made in gaming
It
heaven.
definitely looks terrible.
IKEA helps create spaces for real life.
Here's a
Xbox
key.
is where the world
Never
plays.
put the
Put them
word
together
bad
and you've got a
or
collection that makes it
terrible
easier
or
to bring
fall
play
in your
into
game.
the living room. Plus, with a name like Ixtabi, it promises to be an unforgettable collaboration. Joining me with more on this new IKEA gaming collection, please welcome back to the show Carl
Gaming
Ledbetter, Head
Collection?
of Design for Xbox Devices, and product developer Philip Delay from IKEA. Hi guys, welcome. How are you?
Hey. Good to be back.
Good to be back.
It's great to see you. Now, let's talk Ixtabi. Tell me a little bit more about this furniture collection.
Yeah, so it's
Unless
a
it's bad
furniture
dudes.
collection, or a home furnishing collection, I would say, because it's furniture and accessories may just enhance the gaming experiences for people in their homes.
I mean, I
who,
kind of like
feel
the
that
controller
gaming
thing
is an essential
on the
part of
walls.
their everyday.
Cool. How did this come about for you guys then?
Well, it's pretty interesting when you think about IKEA being the world leader in gaming or home furnishings and products for people at home, and Xbox with our game content and devices for gaming. When you put them together, it really creates the ultimate opportunity to get people immersed into games. So
If
it
you
doesn't
have that many
stop at the
controllers, there's a
screen
problem.
Or with the controller in your hand, it's about the entire environment that you're working in and playing games in. So that's where I think the magic really happened.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Now, I hear you had a little inspiration, obviously, from the controller here. Can you talk to me a little bit about how that inspired your product design for this collection?
Yeah, Carl?
Sure, yeah. Well, the controller is very iconic to Xbox.
Of course.
That's where you interact with the games. And so we took some of the detailing from the controller, like the thumbstick stool, the D-pad cushion, and the D-pad platter. And those are kind of more specific examples.
Is that going to
but
stick drift?
Yeah, it's inspiring.
The table going to stick drift?
Game content really comes alive through the product. So that's what we looked at.
Yeah, and we were inspired by like elements of the controller, but also like how people use it. You know, how people store it, how they charge it, and just making sure that we use some of our IKEA smarts to help you organize all the gear you have around the game.
Yeah.
So.
One of the fun things about this project was IKEA and Xbox both share the same philosophy.
You're like, you went to go put your
making
drink down on the
products that solve
table,
real problems,
and the table moved, and you're
that
like,
are expressed
why the fuck is
in
it
a
over
way
there
that
now?
anybody can enjoy them at home. And grounding on that, we really started to unlock new ideas and thoughts, and it shows up in all of the collection.
Yeah, for sure. Lord knows I need some IKEA smarts as well in my gaming at home. So
That's
what it is,
great.
Shadow Complex.
So guys, can I get my hands on this collection maybe at my local IKEA store or even online?
Yeah, very soon.
Okay, how soon maybe? When do you expect to launch?
We'll launch globally from October 1st this year.
Wow, awesome.
Just around the corner, absolutely.
Just around the corner, not long to wait at all. I can't wait as well, especially for that D-pad tray. I need that immediately if I can have it. Or maybe even this delightful little cushion.
One of my
D-pad tray.
Love
That
it.
one's for you.
Yay! Okay, sorry. Thanks, guys. Well, I mean, Xbox and IKEA feel like they've officially leveled up the gaming space for us at home
thinks
as
he's got
well.
a shot.
How does it feel to finally reveal this collection here at Gamescom for you both?
Go ahead, Philip.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, Gamescom is the world's biggest gaming event, and to see the product, out in the wild, experienced by fans and gamers, people trying out, and finding all the Easter eggs and the fun details that we've put into the designs.
Yep.
It's been years in the making, so it feels fantastic.
It feels really good.
Yeah,
this is the first
other guy's
time
like, you got to
for
put that back. You
Xbox
can't.
at Gamescom to actually have a partnership like this with
said I could have
IKEA
it.
right here in the booth. And like Philip said, if you look close enough, you'll see some Easter eggs. You'll find them here and there, and they're on all the products.
Okay.
Is that
well, I'm
Diva
going
in
to
the
go scour them
background?
just now
That's
as
right.
well. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your
From
Gamescom
Overwatch?
and this lovely little setup we've got here. Shall we play some games?
I think we should do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the
let's
shelf
do
behind
it.
the television
you guys
set's
don't
nice.
Buckle up. It's over to Charlie and Henry with the latest from Forza Horizon 6.
Let's kick things into overdrive with some
Oh
new
yeah, this is the
Forza
girl
racing,
with the
shall we,
hair.
Hannes?
Go on then, and here with a look at the newest game mode.
Her hair's
Some
gonna
really
fall out by the time
exciting
she's
partnerships.
40.
Please welcome senior game designer Will
Keep
Hughes
dyeing it
and
like
lead
that.
game
You're
designer
gonna look like these two
David
guys.
Walter.
Or me.
Hi guys, doing very well. How are you both?
This is so fun.
This is so fun. Looking at all these incredible games at the Xbox booth, absolutely loving it.
It's not bad, is it? Talking of not bad games, though.
I need someone to hug me as
much
as she's hugging that pillow.
How's the reaction been? How are you guys feeling?
We're feeling great. Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, launch has been incredible. Game's gone down really well. We've been releasing a bunch of new content.
$100 TV stand with Xbox S holder.
New cars,
and S will set on fire.
We're introducing a new feature.
Yeah,
There
nice. I mean, Charlie and I have been in constant competition to see who can fully complete all the achievements.
Where are you at, by the way?
I have 2 left.
I've got 1 left, baby.
There we go.
I know what I'm doing on the flight home. Thank you.
Neck and neck. It's neck and neck. But you mentioned a new feature.
Let's do it.
So why don't you tell us all about it? What are you
Yes. So we've been blown away by the launch of Forza Horizon 6. We've welcomed millions of players to Horizon Japan. We've added new cars, new rewards, new events. And today we're really excited to give you a first look at a brand new game mode, which is Drift Attack. So this will be free to all players.
I hate
and I'm accompanied by Will. He'll be driving.
Our beautiful assistant today.
There is no way that I can drift and drive at the same time and talk. So it's worth saying this is all live, so no pressure, Will.
Yeah.
Everybody in the live stream is
So
saying
we're
Be
bald.
really nice and polite to you, whatever happens.
We're trying to throw you off.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're at the sort of drift pan circuit.
Yep. I know exactly where
we kind
he
of upgraded it a bit, put some aftermarket cars in there. You can see people driving. It's worth saying this is all live.
Wow,
so
okay.
The people at the Gamescom booth, that's the people we're seeing
Here
here.
they
So
come.
we go, shout out to 240 Gamescom 1.
You made the stream.
You made the stream. There you go, the dev kit. So to start a drift attack, all we need to do is drive through the gantry and away we go. It's all about setting the highest drift score on 1 lap and then trying your hardest to beat it every single time.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to get our first taste of it right here.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I see the score going up. I see the score going up.
And then, first thing we noticed as well is those blue boxes on the floor aren't normally there. What are those?
Now you're just being racist, Alternate. You're saying that bald guys with glasses and beards that are shaped close to their face all look the same?
Sort of blue lanes
How dare
there,
you,
it
sir?
will actually increase
How
your
dare you?
score.
Oh, yes, I can see the multiplayer at the bottom. Nice.
Yes, you get a 2x2 multiplier. The way that works is kind of for 2 reasons. One of them is it's to kind of reward those players who are really good at the game. But also they've been strategically placed for sort of the best drifting line. So it's there to sort of encourage where you should be kind of getting your angles.
Bit of
and how you should be
education,
approaching
bit of
it.
accessibility.
Yeah, bit of education. And obviously number go up is always good fun.
It is.
It's always good fun. So right now Will has locked in a score. What have you got? You got 158,000.
I hate that you have to keep going back and forth like this.
I say it's modest.
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 Are you gonna take that?
We can do better. I think we can do better.
Okay, let's get another run real quick.
Yeah.
And I saw as well there was some little pop-ups on the side, on the right. They look like collection journal entries.
Ah, yes. So we have actually expanded the campaign with Drift Attack as well, and we'll show that in a bit with our collection
that sounds
journal.
good.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
And a key thing about this is it's all in the shared world. So you're not loading out, you're not instancing out into another space.
Yeah.
We wanted to make it as frictionless as possible. So all you need to do is drive
It's like
to
the
gantry
bottom
and away
guy
you
fell
go.
out, hit
Right
his
now,
head,
Will
and
is sort of,
swolled up, and that's what it looks like
taking
after.
the
It's like a
score against
before and
himself.
after.
If you wanted to, you could actually join a convoy of people and you'd be put on a leaderboard with them as well.
Beautiful.
And it's how we kind of wanted that competition to be more opt-in. So
Yeah.
you can rock up and you can just drift for as long as you
A
like.
scotch better. A
Yeah.
scotch. I did see the leaderboards on the side as well.
Yes,
Emerald
the Emerald
right?
leaderboards. Yeah, so this is all very similar to Time Attack, really. So
Yeah.
the Emerald leaderboards you see, we'll go drive to them now.
How are Gamescom doing?
How are Gamescom doing?
Yeah.
Well, we're not. Okay, so
Will.
I've got quite a way to go.
Oh, darling.
To get there to 29,000.
whoever was 2 Forza Gamecom 6,
Yeah.
whoever that was, they got the best score. So this
Doing
is actually
really well.
live, and these leaderboards, they reset each week as well.
Nice.
So this looks across the entire community as well. So you could be driving past a drift attack circuit and you see your friends on the leaderboard and they've swapped your score.
And you wanna-
it's like
Oh,
a
yeah,
great
you
way.
wanna-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then away you go. You start
And as you
drifting.
said, it's a permanent mode, so you can constantly keep your eye on it, right? Come back to it, have another go.
Exactly. Yeah. So
beautiful.
With that, this is a game mode you can play today. And in the future, you don't get left behind. This is all ready for players.
I haven't played
when it
much
goes live.
since it came out.
And with that, we've got some permanent rewards. So let's look at those.
Yeah, let's do it. This is the collection journal that you mentioned,
My
right?
son unlocked
Yeah,
everything,
beautiful.
I think.
One other thing I did see that was quite cool was
the last island
similar
or
to
whatnot.
Time Attack, you've got
Unlocked all
kind
the
of splits.
bracelets.
Yeah.
So you know which segments you're kind of improving
What you need to work on.
too.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
You kind of see if you're
Here
doing
we
better.
go. Here we go. Go on, Will.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
It's working.
He's
There we
beginning
go.
to believe.
Can I just say, by the way, the collection journals, I've not had a chance to speak to you since. I love them. I'm hooked. I'm a tick box list kind of gal.
I love that.
And knowing what to go in and having some sort of direction is so helpful. So you mentioned that Drift Attack has its own element within the journal, right?
It does. Let's take a look.
So Drift Attack's permanent
I don't know if it's boring. I don't find it boring.
We've integrated it into the collection
For
journal.
Japan, I think Japan's a cool location.
Once you get your
It's just
yellow
that
wristband, you'll have unlocked it.
It's like once you do a couple things, you're just kind of
So yeah, it's got a whole new
good.
category for Drift Attack.
Beautiful.
It's a fun game.
Collection items. Similar to Time Attack,
I'll tell you what, though, there's a shit ton to do.
We've kind of
like
focused
there's
on
constant things opening up and more things coming.
Sports cars,
so you do a good job with that.
I think that adds an element of like thinking about it, because you can make an S1 or whatever and find someone else's tune and then go and do it, and then hey, well done, you're great. But actually applying to a specific car type, that's the challenge. I really like that.
That's the hope.
Yeah,
it encourages people to try different cars as well they might not have tried.
Amazing.
But it comes with that as well. Obviously, we have brand new rewards for this category. So we've got a Drift Attack race helmet and
it's funny you talk about the location.
More of that sort of stuff. So
for Grand Theft Auto 6, I was thinking about last night because we were playing Grand Theft Auto 5. We're going to play that again tonight.
Forza Edition, the Jaguar XJS Forza Edition. So this is
for the heist tonight.
First.
When I was thinking about San Andreas, where you are, and how there's elevation with the fucking mountain and everything. And I was like, I wonder what they're going to do.
You can see this what we've been driving throughout the stream. So
the new GTA 6, because there is no like mountains in Florida, and I know it's not Florida, but it's like Florida, right? So I wonder if there's going to be some elevation that they put in the actual game that we haven't seen.
Forza Vista.
Yeah, because one of my favorite things is just how wildly detailed the Forza editions are. Like I look at my Mazda and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, engine block. Love that.
Yeah.
Look at the Terreno, and like when you're looking at it in first person, there's the coffee cup, and it's the details unreal. So yeah, let's see what the details
Eclipse.
are.
I just put it in. We'll just drive around. We'll do races against each other.
They're incredible at Playground, and they've kind of knocked it out of the park again with this car. So this was inspired by kind of grassroots drift scene. So they wanted to build something that felt like someone had built it themselves and kind of had that personality to it. So yeah, they've got these amazing decals like this, the unit cat who's on the windows of the car. We've got stuff like, you can see like they've taken out the side windows to reduce weight on the car, and they've taken off the door handles as well and put kind of little clips in there you can see. If we go to the rear of the car and take the back kind of boot off, we'll see the inside as well, where they've got these massive kind of air vents for the drift internals so that to keep the car cool when it's hitting the limiter all the time. And even like the detail, you can see these kind of metal blocks at the edges,
great detail.
Which is where the
games
rear
like this and Gran Turismo.
So it's kind of like that attention to detail again there. You can see like where it kind of cuts in.
Love it.
If we have a look at the interior as well.
By the way, if you guys need like a, I don't know, like a Charlie edition horn for the car, it being a Jaguar, it could be like a or something, right?
Don't they have that,
maybe.
Pill?
Should we try and get it in?
Stunt
Maybe.
silence is a great reaction to.
We'll need everyone to be quiet for a sec while we record it, but sure.
We might be able to sample that and get it in.
All right, well, let's get some big wigs on that,
See what we can do. One of my favorite things about this is that the vehicle art team, they sort of set themselves a challenge to make this pass an MOT and be road legal. So they've done all the things to make this incredible drift machine, but at the same time, you could just nip to the shop and get some milk with this car if you wanted to.
I'm sure I'll see this on the forecourt of a dealership somewhere.
Somewhere. Exactly that.
Now, obviously, this is a really cool car.
Yeah.
When am I going to be able to unlock this?
Yes, so Drift Attack will be launching on the 7th of September, so super soon, only a week or two.
Nice.
The car will launch at the same time, and the same as the feature, cars permanently added. It will always live in the collection journal, so whenever you join the game, you'll be able to play Drift Attack and unlock the Forza Edition Jaguar.
Cool, so not a seasonal unlock, it's there no matter what time you jump in.
Car's there forever, mode's there forever.
Absolutely.
Do you mind if either me or Henry have a go right now?
Absolutely,
go for it. Is that all right? Do you want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, you ready?
You're going down.
Yeah? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, Charlie.
Your turn then.
Hang on. Alright, here's something you can play with.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what then.
Have fun with
What's this? This is the Lego technique, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes. I'll pass over to you. Ready?
Let's not.
Oh, this is going to go badly.
I would love it.
Yeah,
Can you imagine if it break live on stream?
Yeah, you have that one.
There we go. This is ours. That's yours. Yeah, so we've these are the Lego Technicar. We've got the 488 Pista and the Dodge Viper. Right now, if you go to your message center, you can get a version of these cars with a sort of replica livery that looks very similar to these cars you see here. They look very cool. I wonder who's going to take these home. No one's ever said that. Like, we've got these props, and I'm like, well, who's Whose are they? They look awesome, and they look awesome in game as well. So that's a fantastic partnership we got with
I
Lego
look
Technic.
forward to hunting them down. Henry, I'm going to play with a toy car if you want to play with the digital one. Right?
We have another partnership as well, right? Coming
got
up
another
that we've kind of announced today at Gamescom. So we're also going to be partnering with 7-Eleven, which is super exciting for us. We've got the booth here and everything. Anyone here?
Why is that exciting?
With the super out the front.
Why is that exciting to any gamer?
There's going to be an
We're doing a partner with 7-Eleven.
And
oh
yeah,
my
look forward to kind of talking about that.
Can you guys believe it?
7-Eleven.
I love Slurpees.
Guys been cooking.
Oh, what a great
we're looking forward to
matchup.
now is seeing
Who gets excited about
Your
that?
turn, Henry. We've seen the leaderboard set by Will.
Do you mind if I change the settings?
No.
That's the sound of a pro. That's the sound of a pro right there.
No.
Do you mind if I switch
it
on
live.
No, changing the settings.
I think we need an equal comparison.
You know what? You're right. Oh, this thing's got some.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fierce. It's fierce.
What can we do to put off Henry? Like,
Absolutely
I can keep making the noises again. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really
I'll cut
not
the
helpful.
show if I keep doing that, actually. Okay, all right, Henry. I mean, I think you're focusing a bit too hard on staying in the clipping zone.
Yeah.
I hate that you have to drift like this.
Baby.
Something else to mention about the car that's super cool as well. So obviously we built it as a drift car to match the feature, but players will be able to upgrade it and tune it themselves. So if you want to turn it into a more track-focused car, put some slick tires on it, you'll be absolutely be able to do that as well.
I've taken out
put
way
the
too
Forza
tight.
Aero on. So yeah.
Oh no.
Henry.
Oh no.
It's not
have we
good.
left damage on? No, we're good. We're
No,
good.
you're good. You're good.
Is that true? Is that true? Arc Raiders is a Subway skin that you can unlock.
Yeah, really
the
cinematic,
restaurants.
Henry. Are you trying to distract us from the gameplay?
No.
No.
Hey, what's over there?
If I saw you in the world, I would shoot you on purpose in Arc Raiders because I was like, I don't want to see advertisements in my video game.
With the multiplier, right? It adds up pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why'd you kill me? Because you're wearing a goddamn Subway.
I'm gonna be cheeky here.
Henry,
He's done it.
Stop milking it.
You're trying to min-max it. You're trying to min-max it.
We'll go backwards over
You're
it.
gonna fail it.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna fail it.
You're gonna give me time out.
Failed.
Oh,
he made it.
Try.
That's
Thank
always
you
fun.
so much for joining us, guys. A truly exceptional update to a truly exceptional game. So thank you so much for joining us. Right, well, Fable fans, listen up, because we're bringing the Fable experience to you here at Gamescom at home with an in-depth look at this reimagining of the franchise.
Yeah, but first, it's time to visit the brooding and futuristic world of Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy and the voices bringing the characters to life. Check this out.
I'm used to killing Xenos, not talking to them.
They usually tells me I'm smart. Not that I'm interesting.
Numerous signs of bruising, superficial damage to the surface layers of the skin, apparent loss of integrity in some of the smaller bones.
The heresy of pride, which spurs one to believe in one's own exceptionality, and the heresy of consorting with the enemies of humanity.
Ah, you expect me to object, Otvaka? I am no longer part of the Tick vein.
You have guessed my race, but I am no foe to you or your tribe.
Recommendation. Additional protection for the Acolyte upon approach.
No, this is the Xbox thing today.
Hey everyone, this is Josh from Octopus Panic, and I'm here to give you a closer look at our game, Grabhounds. Grabhounds is a 1-to-4 player co-op action builder starring a crew of blue-collar working dogs who are lost in space.
Fable, I believe, is after this.
Each shift starts aboard the mining ship, where the crew gathers before heading out. From here,
Who called this
we'll pick
yesterday?
a job and launch the mission.
Who said this yesterday? Bark
Once
Raiders.
we're planetside, everything starts from the collector. This is our dropship, and it's the center of our operation.
Who said
To
this
begin,
yesterday? I
we'll
forget
lay
who
out
said
some
it.
pipeline, which is the power network that allows us to expand across the planet. With the pipeline in place, the first thing we want to build is the fabricator. This is a factory in a box that allows us to produce build kits for our turrets and other infrastructure.
It's a
Every
tower
grav
defense game,
hound
basically.
is
This
equipped
is what this
with
is.
a grav beam. This can be used to collect resources, build defensive infrastructure, and even manage the local wildlife.
Come on, Argus.
Some resources are extremely volatile, which can come in handy if used correctly.
This is like Orcs Must Die, but with dogs.
Collecting resources earns us build credits, which can be spent to expand our operation. Okay, with defenses in place, we can move on to our main job. An excavator has been dropped from orbit near a buried artifact. It needs power to work, so we'll push the pipeline across the planet, set up some defenses around the site, and then connect it.
I'm gonna walk away for just a second while this is playing, just so I can go fill up
Once
my
we
water.
bring this thing online, it's going to attract a lot of attention. Here they come. Each GravHound has a booster rig that lets them move quickly and fluidly around the environment. As the pressure rises, so does our power. Our turrets earn experience in combat, and they can be promoted to more powerful, specialized variants. Throughout each session, we earn reward pods, which contain randomized rewards that increase our combat effectiveness. And if somebody misses a beat, they get a second chance, assuming their friends cooperate. Okay, once we survive the wave, the excavator finally reaches the artifact. Now we just have to get it home. It's too heavy for one GravHound, so the crew has to work together to get it back, while everything in the world is still trying to kill us. Once we secured the artifact, we can prep the ship for launch.
Underway. It shouldn't take too long. This won't go unnoticed.
And this is it. This is when everything that we've built, everything that we've upgraded throughout the session, all of that really matters. Because now we need to hold out for one final wave until the collector is ready to launch.
What'd I miss? It's very exciting.
That's not good.
I think this is on Game Pass, if I'm not mistaken.
Everyone races to get aboard, and we take off and head back to the mining ship. Once we're back, we'll regroup, spend some time upgrading our stuff, and then choose our next destination. Each session, you'll be exploring different planets, different jobs,
Did I miss the best
different
part?
builds, different opportunities for disaster. And that's GravHounds.
The
GravHounds
question
is
I
coming
have,
to Xbox and PC, and it's available day
Yeah.
one with Game Pass.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. The question I have
Well,
is,
Fable fans here at Gamescom
who thought, they're like, hey, you know what, we should make a game like this, but let's make it with dogs.
Theater experience,
Who's that for?
highlighting an early quest in the much anticipated game. And joining me now to bring you guys at home through the demo experience, please welcome Fable game director Ralph Fulton. How are you, Ralph? Great to have you.
Super well, thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm so good. Thank you for asking.
All
Having
three
a great
work
time
together
at
to pick up a
Gamescom.
cube?
I'm upset
Oh
that I
my
haven't been
God,
over
I
to
missed
the theater
it.
experience
I'll have
just
to
yet.
I'll have to rewind.
But maybe I can take a little sneak peek now with you.
Absolutely, let's go through it.
Sounds good. Now, set the scene for us. What can we expect to see from the demo?
The dog part kind of ruins it for you.
We are going
More of a cat
big
guy, huh?
for Fable this week at Gamescom. We have actually got not one but two demos that we're showing here today, but the one that we're looking at right now is one we're showing in a theater right here on the Xbox booth, which is a segment from a relatively early quest in the game.
Visually, it looks good.
We are bringing together all the disparate bits of Fable that we've been teasing people about for what seems like years now. Right, you're going to see cinematics, you're going to see story, you're going to see choices and consequences, you're going to see combat. That's another big thing that we're talking about here this week and giving some folks hands-on with at Gamescom. And it is all set against the backdrop of the magnificent capital city of Bowerstone. So we are arriving in Bowerstone, not quite for the first time, but certainly early in the game, and taking in its sights.
Oh, blimey, Governor. It looks absolutely delicious. Now, you mentioned we're here at Bowerstone. Talk to us a little bit about maybe this city as well as some of the other ones and how they'll play a role on how the villagers interact or how our character navigates through them.
Absolutely. So Bowerstone, capital of Albion, biggest city in Albion. I think there are some 400 of those 1,000 handcrafted NPCs we've talked about before living right here
Just in the city?
130 houses that you can buy. I think there's about 40 businesses you can buy as well.
Oh my gosh.
So tons and tons to see and do and purchase and get involved with. And obviously that living population is really the sort of beating heart of our game. It's like a Greek chorus that reflects the things you do back at you. And it's all about our reputation system. So the things you do build reputation, and these people will absolutely let you know what they think about the things you've done.
Yeah, Philippa just there, mouthing off again. Classic.
They are not backwards and coming forwards when it's about telling you what they think about the things you've done. They are very opinionated indeed.
Wow.
This guy is actually my husband. That's Elliot.
Ah.
So
Hello, Elliot.
I've been to Bowerstone before, and we got married. This is where we live. This is a house. All the buildings in the city, and indeed the game,
looks very impressive.
Inside, they all have fully realized interiors. The design, the level of detail is just incredible. We live here, Elliot and I, with our daughter Daisy, who's just round the corner here.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Great.
Yeah, we're going to leave our father to deal with that question.
Not that my child is creepy.
easier.
I'm saying in the game,
The interior
the children
is
are creepy.
absolutely gorgeous, Ralph.
Yeah, incredible work from our artists, incredible work from our technicians.
He's a chick.
really beautiful game, and very varied within Bowerstone. We're going to see a variety of different parts of the city, which will all reflect the different statuses of the people who live here.
Gorgeous. Wow. So whereabouts are we headed off to? What is our hero up to on this journey?
Great. Well, quick story recap. What has brought us here is obviously that terrible event that happened at the start of the game. You'll remember from Dev Direct, I hope that your village was turned to stone, including your grandma. Very sad. You grew up,
Very
you
sad.
have left the
Very sad.
village, and you're now looking for the help of the legendary heroes of the Heroes Guild, because Grandma said that if you're ever in trouble,
Mr. Z says, I got rid of my kid. Now I got to get another kid?
We couldn't quite get into the Heroes Guild earlier. We went and got a key from our brother Connor, and now we have used that key to access the Heroes Guild. We're looking for Humphrey the Golden, who you might remember from a trailer we did a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That is not the same
he's the guy
character.
that can help us save our grandma and our village, and we're about to meet him right now.
Let's find out.
They completely
Her
removed
grandma.
the girl from original.
Indeed.
Again, the interior looks amazing. I love the artwork on the left.
Yeah, the style looks really good.
Mother?
Yeah, but Mr. Z, you understand that there was no choice originally.
Can I get
They were pushing that one girl as the character.
Yeah, please, thank you.
And because of the pushback, hence why it got delayed twice.
A large beer. Right. This will do.
And all the people that were calling us like haters and stuff like that, you're welcome. Because now you have a character customization that you didn't have before. Because every Fable had that before. They took it out and inserted one person.
Obviously, you can choose to throw it over him or just hand it over. We've been asking the crowd in the theatre what they think. Just generally throw it over him.
Interesting.
So I think that's what we go for here.
Oh, you two get bloody All right.
Horse hole.
Hero. Yeah, of course you are.
I need your help.
Now I'm finished. Guild's closed.
My nan used to tell stories about you. She
Your
said...
Nan? If you're some kind of mega fan, I think I've still got some merch out the back. Got shields with my face on. Sort of tabard things.
She's trapped. They all are. My whole village. There was a woman in red. She could have been a hero or...
You're a hero. You'll work it out.
And what about you? You're being evicted. You gonna tell me what happened?
I mean, I'm not particularly proud of it, but I ran up a few debts.
This character model of the guy looks like, what's his name?
I reached out to a local sculptor in town.
Commissioned
him to capture my image in Aurora and marble. Anyway, I don't know what I did wrong, but
Well-known actor. I can't think of his name right now.
I did what anyone would do, and I went down to Ronnie's place.
You lost the Heroes Guild on a bet. It's fine. I'll get it back. And your gold.
You're not listening. I meant what I said. I'm done.
Gary Oldman.
I'm not doing
He looks
it for
like
you.
Gary Oldman.
Well then, oh Humphrey.
Yeah, they say never meet your heroes, right?
What a letdown.
Yeah, yeah. So we saw a choice there. Obviously, that's not a massive choice in the scheme of things, but it does result in a reputation. Humphrey now thinks you're an arsehole.
What can you do?
It's fair.
Yeah, you throw a beer.
You will have millions of little choices like that, and they will scale up in importance and repercussions throughout the game, culminating right at the end of the game in some really earth-shattering permanent decisions you'll have to make, which will change the face of the world forever.
Okay, wow. I don't know if I'm ready for those. I take a lot of time deciding if I want tea or coffee, so we'll find out about how I get on there. Going back a wee bit of the cutscene we've just seen and the trailer that you mentioned when we introduced Humphrey, where did this idea of the cutaways and the talking heads come from for the interviews within the gameplay? It's so interesting and gives us like a real insight into some of the more important characters. I'm really curious.
It does, and I think it's something that we haven't really seen in video games before. We're super familiar with it, I guess, from like TV. You know, The Office did it, Parks and Recreation did it, and lots of great shows like that have done it. The interesting thing about this is it actually stems way back from our pre-production phase when we were trying to figure out how to go and shoot cinematics like that. You know, from directing our actors and doing the performance capture and the rendering that's required for hair and eyes and all that kind of good stuff. Really just to prove out that pipeline, we recorded two speeches by two of our actors, which they did to camera, really just because we wanted to study the face and see how it moved and all that kind of good stuff. And we really loved the effect it had, that sort of almost mock interview effect, and it does exactly what you observed.
Yeah, they did it early on. It was like the second thing they announced, I guess, about the
they can
physical
give some
shit.
motivation and a much simpler,
how you
clearer way
can turn
than they
your
would in a
physical discs into
dialogue
digital and stuff like
normally.
that.
And we liked it so much, we asked the question, how can we get this into our game? And we do it in exactly that way. That's sort of cutaway within a cinematic, and it just gives you a little more insight, a little more humor from the character. We hope folks will really enjoy it.
Yeah, I certainly will as well. But that's so interesting how it came about, rather than being such a conscious decision from the start. You know,
You'd be surprised how much a video game development works like that.
Oh my gosh. A new hero. Mind if I take notes?
Keep your nose out, mate. Slick Ronnie sent us. She wants old Golden Balls evicted, and we're happy to oblige.
Yeah, they came out early on and said that
This doesn't need to get violent.
they want you to be able to take all your discs and put them in the machine. Now, obviously, let's not talk about the Helix.
Wrong.
They're just talking about
Ronnie
right
owns
now.
those deeds now. Legally, the guild's hers. So that means you're trespassing.
Get somewhere safe.
Oh no. So we weren't able to talk ourselves out there. Ralph, what are we seeing with the combat here?
Is there good
absolutely.
parry?
So this is what we call style weaving combat, right? And it's an evolution, I think, of the combat that people loved in the original Fable trilogy. It's about strength, skill, and will, which is about weaving between ranged and melee and magical attacks.
More said earlier in chat, like a Hogwarts Legacy type of feel.
To allow you to choose how you take on any given combat scenario. You know, so the player that we've recorded for this particular video, super skilled at this, knows all the moves, you know, but is also demonstrating just how easy it is to move from one style to another and dispatch the enemies.
Absolutely. Love that little move with the dagger at the end.
Very nice, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm the hero of Bry Hill.
I don't know where that is, but I bet they're proud of having you as the hero.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, right.
This girl's face looks familiar. The character they're using.
First step of my three-step
She almost looks like an Anne Hathaway a little bit.
Get Mr. Golden to star in the musical, make Mr. Golden happy again.
So this character, this adorable little child called Billy,
like Anne Hathaway a little bit.
Is we're describing her as a part-time playwright, full-time orphan. She lives at the orphanage, and she is trying to get Humphrey the Golden to star in a play about his life. The point of showing this quest is to show people exactly what it's going to be like to play a quest, but all our quests are super varied. In the quest after this one, you'll actually take part in that very same musical. So we'll meet Billy again. That's for another day, but something that people can look forward to when they play the game in February when we come out. What we're seeing right now, though, is a very quick glimpse at our skill tree. We're spending a skill point we earned from that last combat encounter on a new spell called Blades, which is great for crowd control, but I'm sure people will be freeze framing and screen capping that screen just to see what else might be contained within.
Yeah, can you give me some tips maybe about how I should build my hero, or what should players focus on with their talents and skills?
So that's a great question. I think honestly the answer that we would always go to is we want you to be the hero you want to be, right? And we've set up this combat system, the way progression works, the way that you'll build skills and new moves and upgrade your weapons. It's based on how you want to develop as a hero, and I guess also your particular style in combat. You know, so you're not bound by any specific class. You can basically build the loadout that you want. Personally, I'm all about power, so a big hammer, damage dealing spells. There are lots more skilled players than me who use crowd control and teleports and what have you, you know, so it's all about how you want to take on a combat encounter.
Nice. I am impressed by some of the magic we've seen here and earlier in the year as well. I'm excited to get my hands on it. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so we made it to a tavern, a wee pub vibe?
You got business with Ronnie or what?
That's right. This is the hangout of
tell me.
The gang.
Me? Tell you.
The Silks? Is it the Silks? I think it's the Silks. We're trying to reclaim the guild deeds which Humphrey lost on a bet. Yes, we're trying to negotiate our way in here. It's the Slicks, of course. It's the Slicks.
Any feedback for me?
Same
by the
letters.
way? I'm on a work experience placement. If I don't make it here, I've got to slum it with the Oakshire gangs, you know?
The bold haircut.
Try swearing more, arsehole.
Blimey. I could give it a shitting go. Cheers, hero.
Yeah, fair enough. He doesn't seem like the most confident criminal I've ever come across, our friend Sam,
but I think our advice will stand him in good stead.
I think so too.
I think actually we're going to kill him in just about 45 seconds time, but
spoilers.
That's a little bit of a spoiler, yeah. So this particular challenge you can play any number of ways. When you actually play it in the game, I think in the interest of time, we pay our way through this next particular blockage. But there are different ways you can go and speak to people and find different ways through this locked door.
What?
Amazing.
I'm here to see Ronnie.
Good for you. Boss ain't really taking on new clients right now. You got an appointment.
Can you even see me?
So yeah, we're cash rich, so we're just going to pay the $2.5 grand.
Easy way. There you go.
Can't you look the other way?
For that amount of coin?
She can't look
I'll
at all.
Whichever way you tell me to, mate. Why don't you go on through, eh? Make yourself at home. But not too at home. No touching the boss's stuff. She'll be with you shortly.
Sarney, love her name as well. Was
Yes.
someone called Big Bap as well?
Yeah,
Did
that was. I
see?
think that was another member of the gang.
Ah.
Yeah. It's a
Old
good, it's a
sandwich
good nickname.
replacer, yeah. Could be worse.
So we're looking for the guild deeds, and I guess the likelihood is that they're behind this locked door. But you know, our hero is resourceful. We're gonna pick this lock.
She did give us a wee clue to have a look about. Well, tell us not to, but what are you going to do in this scenario? Not open the locked door?
Exactly.
Oh, I love all the trinkets we've got around here.
Yeah, and
very pretty.
I hope you can interact with a lot more stuff.
There's a lot more to rummage
'Cause
through in this.
I think it's cool that you have all this like detail inside the building,
in
but
the
if you
interest of
can't
time,
really
we're just gonna
do
grab the
anything
guild
in
deeds
it,
and go.
you know what I mean?
Ralph, I'm really guilty for that. I'll check in every nook and cranny.
I do
That'll
the
be
same.
Good,
Yeah, yeah.
good.
I think it's good player behavior.
Me too.
Yes.
Thank you. Vindication. I like that.
Had a few too many pints, actually. You smug git. That's quite funny. I tell you what, though, it takes stones robbing from me in my own poorhouse. Humphrey used to be like that, back in the day, before he shit the bed and fell apart. Not that I haven't enjoyed watching the guild slowly bleed out. Well, you're bleeding out next. Now you're speaking my language.
This hero causing you grief, boss.
Nothing you lot can't sort out. Humphrey should have warned you not to fuck with me, hero. Bit late now. Sort them out.
Okay, another wee look at combat, another
that was pretty cool.
practice on our hands here. We spoke about some of the different various combat that we can use for tools, melee, range, etc. How do they complement
person's
each other?
gone.
And Ralph, what's your preferred
And
style? You mentioned
one
that
shot
big
to the
hammer
face.
earlier.
So I love a big hammer.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think exactly. And like I say, I tend to go for big damage dealing spells, like blades, like fireball. But you can play the game in a bunch of different ways.
Is there no
we actually
parry?
had somebody playing in hands-on over in our behind closed doors demos today, who absolutely blitzed through it. Incredible skill level. Did it on the highest difficulty level. So our team were sort of standing around applauding.
Wow.
So you can bring a lot to it. I think one of the things we're trying to show this week with the demos we're doing is that you can come to this with whatever skill level you have, and the game will meet you at it. We have a bunch of different difficulty levels, and also a range of enemies that will challenge you in different ways.
Yeah, that sounds class. Speaking of a range of different enemies, we've got quite a large gentleman here with maybe a different level of threat than our heroes face. What are we seeing?
Yeah, he's a big lad, isn't he? I wouldn't go as far as to say he's like a mini boss or anything like that. He's just a particularly large human enemy, of which we have a bunch. We absolutely do have what we class as mini bosses. Really large enemies that are going to give you.
Yeah, I like when he. I like when
this guy, and then we
they
have
shot the
proper
guy's
boss
leg and the
fights
leg
as
like kicked out from
as you can
underneath him.
imagine against Isabel, who we met in June.
And then when he
in
got
our
shot in the
showcase
head, he's
trailer.
like,
and
then
who
like
knows,
fell
perhaps
backwards.
against someone else as well. But yeah, this dude is just a really, really large guy with an axe, and as you can see, takes a bit of
it seems
wearing
like there's
down,
weight
but
behind
is
it.
ultimately no match for our hero.
Obviously. Oh, absolutely sparked. Oh, shame about that beautiful mustache.
Indeed.
Oh well. Is that Big Bap? He should be called Big Bap.
I wonder if it was Big Bap, actually. We didn't see Sanj there. Hopefully he got away.
Maybe ran away from the criminal afterlife. Well, this looks absolutely stunning. I know I won't be alone in saying that, Ralph, so congrats to you, the team at Playground, everything for Fable. I can't wait to actually get my hands and play. But if there's anything you'd like to share with the folks at home, what are you hoping that they take away from this?
Well, look, I mean, people have been saying to us for ages when we put out a bunch of trailers for this game over the years. People have been saying to us, show us the gameplay, show us the gameplay. That's exactly what we've been doing this year. In June, we showed 30 minutes of our life simulations. Here, we're showing what it's really like to play a game and a quest in our game. This is a genuine quest from our game. And it combines all those things, right? There's conversations, there's choices, there's moral dilemmas, there's freedom, there's combat, there's humor, there's cinematics, there's people from Peep Show. So it's kind of got everything. We're getting a really great reaction from folks in the theatre at Gamescom this week. I hope many more will continue queuing for it tomorrow. And yeah, we're just hoping folks at home enjoyed this.
And these are the
sneak peek
people
of
that
the
make
game we're
Forza.
building.
I hope they did
It looks
too.
pretty
I'll be
goddamn
first
good.
in queue tomorrow. Ralph, thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for joining us as well. This has been lovely.
Not at all. Thank you.
Well, guys, we've had such a great first
Thanks,
day
Asher.
here at
Appreciate it.
Gamescom. I hope you've enjoyed it just as much as I have. We've been able to bring you 11 titles coming to Xbox Game Pass, including 2 world premieres and some of
All
the
of these are coming to
biggest
Game Pass?
upcoming games like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, and of course, Fable. But this is merely day 1. Tomorrow, day 2 kicks off with the frenetic survival combat of PUBG's latest venture, Deadnet. Plus, you can look forward to more world premieres and exclusive gameplay walkthroughs from the latest titles making a splash here at Gamescom. Before we go though, let's check in with Benny and Charlie.
This is the world of Halo Campaign Evolved, a fitting place to end the day
What?
as
That's a
fans
big
take
issue.
the fight to
Feels.
the Covenant in this incredible
And I totally get it.
life-sized
Right?
war.
What do they know?
Of course,
Well, they
this
know
was just
what
too good
everyone
not to
else
get a
knows,
photo op.
right?
Right,
About
Charlie?
RPGs.
Yeah, very right
So
there,
they have
Benny.
that
So
going for
keep
them.
it
They
right
can do
here
the
and we'll
research
see
and
you
try to get it.
tomorrow.
Now, I'm not
This
saying they're
is
going to be good at it,
Gamescom 2026. And
but
Benny,
maybe they're
let's
done
go
making.
check.
Maybe they're tired of making just racing games, and the people wanted to make an RPG. If they come out and it actually is good, then what's the problem? You know, what would be the issue if they came out and actually made a good game? Right. You know what I mean? So, is it going to suck because they never made it before? Maybe. But if it's good, you'd be like, holy shit, they made a really good RPG. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, think about what Forza does, though. As many like missions and things pop up on the map, are they going to take that same technology that they use over there and bring it into Fable as you do certain things through the campaign? Then all of a sudden, like, you do one mission, then like 4 more missions open up, type of thing, inside the game. Because they do a really good job with that inside of Forza. The difference is you're not an actual playable character; you're a car. So, I don't know. There you go. Overall, I thought it was good. I like seeing the games that they showed, right? That's a lot of stuff they showed. So all this stuff happens on... Oh, look ahead of day 2. There you go. So Microsoft Flight Sim. Let me pause that. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 tomorrow. Turok Origins. Stranger Than Haven. Stuntman Hollywood. Planet Zoo 2. Cassettes Beast 2002. Dune Awakening. Kingdom 3 Rising Realms. Deep Dish Dungeon. Okay, DayZ. Tides of Annihilation. That looked interesting. Albion Online. They're going to... Whatever that is. And then Star Wars Galactic Racer is the last one. So, if you guys like, well, maybe we'll watch this tomorrow. Do the exact same thing. So, lots of stuff. Rockstar came out today and it acknowledged the leak and stuff. Turok looked okay. I'll be honest, what they showed yesterday for opening night live looked okay. A lot of games coming out for people. That's for sure. Let me see what's going on here real fast. Metro 2039. We got Rockstar. What else we got? Player actions now have consequences. Okay, so this is a whole lot of new non-leaked GTA 6 info via the new magazine story Working Out is back. So Paul Tassi retweeted. So this is stuff that's actually being reported that's in the actual game for Grand Theft Auto. Okay. So this is Shinobi's got Grand Theft Auto 6 new details plus screenshots. Okay. So this is actually from a magazine that they actually did an interview. So it says players' actions now have consequences in the world. Okay, walking down the street, with a rifle. Jason is a ex-military and drug runner. Lucille is a fighter fresh out of prison. You can play as a couple or cause chaos independently. On the way to the job, you switch between driving and other character into a passenger seat, scroll on your phone, etc. Seamlessly swap between each of the during a mission. Story is very Bonnie and Clyde, where Jason and Lucia's relationship is front and center. Choices can have repercussions and cut much deeper than Rockstar's previous titles and honor systems. Rockstar wants to enable as much self-expression as possible without losing the essence of the characters. Exercising returns. Working out visibly builds and tones your muscles, good effects, and your weight. They brought that back from San Andreas. Spending a lot of time without sleep, running from police, or multi-day bender will have effects on Jason and Lucia. Okay, filled with things to discover, Rockstar spent years on the ground in Miami and surrounding areas for research. Rockstar met with ex-criminals, law enforcement, club promoters, gun dealers, and other notable real-life people to help bring the world to life. Exceptional NPC variety from young to old, tall, short, tattooed, pierced, plastic surgery, more varied body types and clothes, etc. Rockstar development, a new tool in the pipeline that enabled them to build the most detailed, varied character populated, where we've also created, which if you've looked at some of the footage yesterday, you would have seen it. Rockstar has more than doubled its size since Red Dead Redemption 2. Over 50 real street artists were brought in to design murals in the game. The team also deals with vehicles handling and made up the literally race car drivers. Interesting. There's more information here. Got some screenshots here. Okay. So there you go. There's some information for you guys. Yeah, so tomorrow night, Jesse, we will watch whatever they're showing on Netflix tomorrow afternoon at 3. Me and Sarge will watch live on, we'll watch it on GXG tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Okay, so we'll watch that and break it down tomorrow night together. Let's see what else is going on here. That'll be GXG probably. For the most part, yeah. It starts at 9. We start at 8. So we have an hour of talk about what we've been playing, maybe a couple of little stories, and then we watch, the new GTA 6 trailer. What else we got going on here? Looking through Twitter, GTA 6 leaker post extended prologue footage hours after Rockstar warns the story spoilers. So more than 4 minutes of gameplay featuring GTA 6 story prologue has been posted online just hours after Rockstar finally broke silence over the leak, which is called heartbreaking for the developers team. So he's starting to leak cutscenes. So if you guys don't want spoilers, don't look them up. You're going to have to turn the chat off tomorrow night unless the chat can contain. I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I mean, we have modders. We can silence people. We can kick them out if they say stuff. But I don't really think it's a big deal. I mean, if people watch the Netflix thing at 3 p.m., it's not like they're ruining it for me. Ooh, Xbox Series X 25 retailing for $800. $900. $900 available on November 13th. And you think, and some of you guys think that the next Xbox and the next PlayStation are going to be less than 1,000. You guys are smoking something. All right. I'm done for this afternoon. I got to go eat lunch and stuff. I'm not going to be able to play some video games with Mr. Luke today. My apologies, Mr. Luke, for this week. What's it called? I got to sneeze. Give me. We'll be back tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. 8 p.m. Eastern for playing Grand Theft Auto 5 tonight with Sarge, shooting the shit with Sarge, playing with Brainchild, one of my mods, and Sarge. We're playing some Grand Theft Auto Heists tonight. If you guys want to watch, come on by on 30 and Still Gaming. The PC Game Show is going on right now, so if you guys want to switch over to the PC Game Show, go check out whoever's streaming it. Appreciate it very much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. I do appreciate you very much for hanging out with us each and every single day. If I don't see you tonight, we'll see you tomorrow morning for the Daily Grind. If I don't see you tomorrow morning, we'll see you for tomorrow evening for Generation X Gaming episode 502. Appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Another showcase, another lie, another trail of money can't buy. Marketing teams with panic in their eyes, watching one date swallow up the sky. Publishers hiding, moving release plans, years of development buried in the sand. We'll launch next month, they quietly say, cause nobody wants to die that day. Coffee stain meetings, executives pray, looking at projections, watching profits fade away. It's the